What's going on, everybody? We are the Cinefanatics, and it is, what is it, Wednesday night now?
Yeah, that's why I usually open these things.
Yeah, these days are all blurring together. Anyways, what's going on? We are here. I am Robert Adams.
I am Chris Adams.
And we are here to do a live reaction to the Star Wars Tournament doubleheader. It's going to be a long one tonight, y'all, so we're going to get ready to dive into this. Chris, real quick, if you would like to tell the good people about what's going on as far as the charity and stuff tonight.
Yeah, tonight we are continuing with our second night of charity streams. If you watched Tagline last night, you heard us talking about it there, but just in case you weren't on that stream, let's talk about it here. I am resetting myself here. All right, so we are doing all Streamlabs donations right now for any live stream we do this week. We may be doing one more, not sure yet, but any live streams we're doing this week, all Streamlabs donations. Do not do Super Chats. Please only do Streamlabs. Those are going over to the GoFundMe setup in Breonna Taylor's name. If you want to know more about Breonna Taylor, her story is up on the internet. You can also go back and watch the Tagline last night. We talked about it at the beginning of Tagline and kind of why we're doing this, why we picked her GoFundMe amongst all the possible and necessary charities that are out there right now supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. Anyway, so anything you want to send in donation-wise, if you want to ask us questions at some point at all during this while we're doing reacting, anything you want to say, you want something read aloud on the show, all that stuff is fair game. Please use only Streamlabs, though, and every bit of that money that comes through there is going to go to that GoFundMe for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, last night during the Tagline, we raised $128.27. Let's see if we can get that up to $300 tonight. I know that's like one of the goals that we're wanting to do is at least try to hit that $300 mark. So please send in all donations, Streamlabs. The link's down below. There's a link up on the screen above his head. Plenty of places. I might type it in the chat here in a minute as well, just to make it easily to get to. So yeah, we want to hit 300, and just to get things kicked off on the right foot. Before this went live, we had Garth McMurray dropped in a $10 donation saying that he's sick and tired and he won't be able to stay up because this is a long late night one. But hope you guys have a lot of fun watching these two great Star Wars matches. So obviously Garth watched this earlier, and everyone is saying that these two matches are phenomenal. That's what I've seen on Twitter so far as well. Even like Harloff was like, yeah. So
I'm super excited because we got some great matchups here. I mean, between, as Kaiser likes to put it, Dim and Scrim. If you watch his video, he put out his promo up on Twitter. First of all, I love all the promos that all the managers are doing around this entire thing, around the Inner Geekdom tournament. It's all fantastic. It's like top tier level work that they've been doing lately.
I am like really impressed by the level of creativity we've gotten out of these people. Well, they've all still been stuck at home in quarantine. Yeah. It's absolutely phenomenal what they've been doing with their promo work and creativity in it. So,
yeah, I mean, so going back, we have some really great matches tonight. We're gonna have Andrew Dimalanta versus Joseph Scrimshaw, which Joseph Scrimshaw is a powerhouse competitor. We've seen it. If it weren't for Alex Damon, I've said this before, if it weren't for Alex Damon, Joseph Scrimshaw would probably have a Star Wars belt by now. Dimalanta, he has been a hard worker this entire time. He wants to be the one to take Damon out, and he's not going to let anything stop him, especially because his Schmoedown career and points for his faction are on the line right now. So it's going to be a big, big night for him.
And then you two are like pretty evenly matched as well.
Pretty well. I feel like, but that's been this whole tournament. Like everybody's been pretty evenly matched this entire tournament, so to speak. It could be anyone's game this entire way through. The other match tonight is going to be Adam Witt versus Mollie Damon. Mollie Damon being the wife of Alex Damon, helping him do all his training and studying and everything. She's going to be one to look out for because I think she's going to be a monster in this tournament. But at the same time, you got Adam Witt, who we know infamously pulled that Dolte Dauphine answer in his 5-pointer.
That's right. Adam Witt knows his Neimoidians.
Adam Witt knows his Neimoidians. We might see some more cool stuff like that today. Him pulling some really deep pulls and character names that the general audiences are like, I don't even know who that character is. I didn't collect the figure. We did. We know those characters' names. So we got some pretty cool matches here. I'm excited to get started, but just want to make sure that we got some people hanging out with us because, again, this is a charity stream, and we want to make sure that we're getting some donations in on this that we can pass on over to Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe.
Yeah. And what was it? There was something else I was going to mention too. Oh, yeah. So because this is going to be a double header from what played earlier today, and there's a lot of time on this video, we are probably going to be skipping the fan interactions. We've been skipping them so far on these live reactions, just because it's usually late at night. At least one of us has to work usually first thing in the morning. So
I'm a bum.
we don't have time to. Well, you're more creative when you're working,
something like that.
So we don't have the time to be able to watch all of that, everything that they put into this video, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna be reacting to just the matches and the storyline around the matches.
I do like to go back later though, so I usually see all that stuff anyway. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a good one tonight, though. I mean, it's gonna be a good long one. Hopefully, I guess the people who want to like, I don't know if I'm assuming everybody has already watched these matches earlier. I believe hanging out in the Twitch chat is probably one of the more fun things to do in regards to these matches because you get to see it all go down live. You know what's happening, and then unlike those of us who have to work during the day or doing other stuff during the day, we have to wait till we can get together at night and do this. But hopefully we can put on a fun show as we play along and not do too bad at remembering our Star Wars anything, because Star Wars got some deep cuts now.
So. Nice. So you got Camshaft saying that Robert is my Virgo brother. Thank you. And then I'm guessing that Camshaft is also Cam Franklin said I liked twice.
Video so nice, she liked twice.
Okay. Anyways, this is gonna be a long video. Let's jump into this.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, you guys. And we will we'll chime in later. Once again, remember all Streamlabs donations tonight. No super chats. No super chats. Let's get her started here.
Let's get ready to prove that we really don't know anything about Star Wars, even though we thought we did.
Yeah. Once again, this is like our second and third Schmoedown match for the day. We did the Barbarian versus Lavic earlier. So that'll be hopefully up sometime tomorrow, maybe, once it goes live.
We'll see.
On YouTube itself. But
I'll give everyone a heads up. It won't be until probably later tomorrow night.
Yeah. That's how these work. Anyway, let's get this one started. Here we go.
Let's get it started.
Y'all let me know if there's any
there's nobody in this tournament that I'm scared of.
Audio issues.
God honest truth.
I'll do what I can to try to crack them.
My shot at Alex. Scrimshaw better be prepared. Bring it on.
Tonight's drink of choice is Sea Salt and Lime Shiner. It's one of the best beers that our fair state has to offer.
I'm doing a canned Moscow Mule.
Well, you're fancy, huh?
Oh, yeah. Very gingery. Tastes like that palate cleanser of sushi.
Oh, I hate that stuff. Oh.
Ugh. Was it Gari?
Tastes like Windex.
Yeah, it tastes like ginger. It's good.
So you're drinking a drink that tastes like Windex. Are you drinking Windex? You're drinking Windex.
Not this time.
I don't know if Windex will really help you in these Star Wars matches here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the movie trivia show.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
It's the Star Wars tournament. And
SB Crumb.
I'm Christian Harloff, joined.
I guess he couldn't get the word delicious in there.
Baby Carrots Ellis.
No,
Mark.
probably not.
This is something, man. This is
delicious B Crumb.
Delicious B Crumb.
Well, please give the fans time for their applause for me to die down. Yeah. And now that that's happened, what a big-time match we have. And not just one match today, Christian. In the words of Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, the legend.
Two matches.
Let's play
Three matches.
Tournament where the winner is going to be etched in Star Wars canon heretofore. All the losers, well, they're just going to be deleted scenes.
Baby Carrot's like leans forward too much. His hair's going to blend into
a lot of what you just said was
the
true.
TV logo back there.
This year, the tournaments, though, even in the first round, are worth
I like what he's doing
there,
throwing the stuff up on the TV in the background.
This year, it's all about the factions. It's all
that
about
points. That might be something we need to keep in mind should we ever change studio setups.
Your way up there in the rankings, and we knew
at some point,
especially because I'm just tired of blank.
We knew that they were going to be, on top.
I mean, I'm
apartment wall.
I got a TV.
I
just don't put anything on it.
This is where we stand right now.
Also can't see it because of your big head.
But by
I don't have a big head.
Below the den.
You do on camera.
The den is 1 point behind. After
you have a big head in real life, and guess how that looks on camera.
Iacovetta. Swag in third place. The Burning Droogs.
How dare you talk to the older brother that way?
Mercs. This is where it's important here today. The Quirky Mercs have 6 points. Joseph Scrimshaw is one of the legends of the Star Wars division. He 1 and 3 in Star Wars, it means nothing. He's the only person to really take Damon down to the wire in a title match. Should he win today by a knockout, which unlikely it might be, if he does, that's 10 points that the Mercs will have. If he wins at all today, that's 9 points that they'll have. But if Dimalanta can win and get 3 more points or 4 for the exchange, it's a big win.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can talk about knockouts. I don't know that we're going to see that scenario today because the 2 competitors we have kicking off our first match are 2 of the more stellar Star Wars podcasters you're ever going to meet. Andrew Dimalanta, obviously, from his newer show, Going Rogue, and then Joseph Scrimshaw. You have him doing Force Center with Jennifer Landa and some other guy whose name escapes me. They both know so much about Star Wars. And Christian, do you think that this really comes down to maybe experience performing in a live arena, not necessarily live on stage in front of a crowd?
I was honestly thinking about going with that name.
It's live
for my name.
Match. I'm looking at the numbers, and you, sir, are going to have to watch the Kurt Russell Classic.
But I wanted to go a little bit more obscure.
But it's not about me today. It's about these 2. And look, it's more about that. And Andrew Dimalanta is sick of hearing it.
I want to go with
hearing it.
Han Solo's mirror twin from the Star Trek universe.
You just want to go with a spoonerism.
He knows a lot. He knows a lot about Star Wars. However, he started rough. He had that match at Star Wars Celebration where he came in, I believe it was.
What's wrong with that?
Welcome to Cinefanatics Late Night. We talk about such things as spooning, delicious B crumbs, and
really
spooning.
Tough fight, that tough scrap against Laura Kelly.
Too.
Missed his 5-pointer, a really tough 5-pointer.
You know,
however,
that with the volume of this video happening right now,
there's only
and you talking, we completely missed the R in that word.
That have more than one.
Probably don't do that.
Loses, he knows
probably don't
everything's
do that.
on the line for him today. Everything, because it's going to be very hard for him to get another match if he goes 0-3. He knows that. Scrimshaw, he's got nothing to lose. He knows what he knows, and people think he's going to win here. People think that he's going to do it. But this is a scrap. Make no mistakes about it. Andrew Dimalanta, 0-2, 0-7, is a very dangerous competitor.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Dimalanta's 2 losses, and you or I, if we had performed that well in a Star Wars match, regardless of the outcome, we'd go to the trophy store ourselves and make ourselves something because we earned it.
We didn't show up off our bracket.
About the W and nothing else. And with Joseph Scrimshaw,
I
remember
for this?
when we did a live event, and he was on stage in a Jedi robe, and he said, "We both know a lot. It's just the question."
Here's our bracket.
Here's
our bracket.
Yeah, this is where it's at right now. Obviously, we picked Sullivan before. That was wrong. So we got Kelly. So on these, we got Dimalanta and Damon. So that's where we're at. Hopefully, our bracket isn't completely busted after this.
Yeah. Do that. Get it done right now.
I forgot there's a bracket during this.
You get free games.
Go figure.
Get 1 Twitch subscription per month. And if you are on Amazon Prime, you
Here's
already
hoping we
get a free month of
knock
Twitch
this one
Prime.
out.
Just go to Amazon.Twitch and then just type in the 2 companies and you'll figure it out. And then after this match and after the next match, we're going to have a special section just for our Patreons.
Just so we're clear, the Mexican food before this stream and the beer now are a terrible idea for live streaming.
The kids here today, Christian. I am so ready to get this.
If you notice me turning my head,
I've missed Star Wars, and I'm ready to get back in that.
That's because I don't want to.
Let's give them another.
I don't want to burp in your
ears.
ears.
See how we got here today because our the best, maybe editor in the business, Nerd Chronic,
Eric Rodriguez,
put together this little story, and here we go.
Let's see it.
It's like they were both about to do a dance right before it cut off.
I wanted anything more than I do my shot at Alex.
Oh my gosh, look at that beard.
I like Star Wars.
He looks like a Jedi.
How does he have such a white and gray beard while still having a dark head of hair? That is like glorious looking.
I am Joseph Scrimshaw, and I am a Jedi.
I think I might dye my beard like gray just to see if
No, then you'll look like Santa Claus.
Hello there.
that was such.
Oh, hello, Schmoedown fans. You forget about me?
Andrew Dimalanta, he's been talking to Big Game about how this is going to be his year, and it very well could be, because he's putting in the work.
Nobody in the league can say we're trading harder than Andrew Dimalanta.
From what I hear, everybody's already writing me off because of my 0-2 record.
You know what?
Jake says I haven't seen the matches, so I'm out. Have a good stream, y'all. Watch the matches with us.
Joseph Scrimshaw, Star Wars tournament champion. Frankly,
Yeah, Jake.
it's a matter of time.
It's a charity stream.
My beard knows more about Star Wars than most normal human beings.
That man knows more about Star Wars than your
Dude, he looks like pretty, like very well refined with that gray beard too. That's actually a cool look for him.
He's looking very Obi-Wan.
He's just plugged
Mhm.
in, and he's just cool.
I think that's the point.
funny, and he's like, you don't ever see him really get worked up.
I'm a fan. I have
Also,
been
it could be
for
his
months.
quarantine
He
beard.
did get the better of me in Chicago. That was last season. This is a new season.
Because we all have to have a quarantine
New
beard.
Andrew. My first 2 losses left me scarred.
Already
But
shaved
I
mine.
assure you, my resolve has never been stronger.
I have nothing but respect for my opponent. Andrew is a Jedi too. The only question is who will give in.
I just like all of a sudden I want to see Scrimshaw take on Knapstock with that facial hair.
Everybody remembers what happened in New York when we took out his 2 lieutenants. We better get ready because once the horses come out of the stable, they're going to trample him.
If this is how it has to go, this is how it has to go.
I'm going to go through you and whoever else they put in front of me in this tournament. Because if there's one thing the exchange knows how to do, is win. Let's go hunt.
Nice. It's a Jedi Hunter. The Hunter, yeah. That's awesome. Good matchup.
I'm not
That's good stuff right there, Christian. And look, once again, props to Nerd Chronic. And if I'm just judging these two competitors based off of their facial hair during this extended
no.
quarantine, Christian, Dimalanta looks
No,
like a
we're going
fresh-faced
to
spark
watch
kid
this
on
match, then we're
Tatooine.
going to
Scrimshaw
skip
looks like
through
guy
the
assigned to protect
fans
him from
coming into the
afar.
stream, and then we're going to watch the next match, and then we're going to be done.
Translated into the form of a victory here today. We're
That
about
should
to
be at
Who knows? But I'll tell
best
you what, man.
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
I wish.
And
that
then I'm
we didn't
going to
have
go to
answer this
bed,
question.
and I'm going to have a hard
ask
time
this
talking to
question, 'cause I wanna
customers
watch the match.
tomorrow. Because I'm
but
going to be like,
do it
yeah,
together.
of course.
Before we do that, we saw.
And I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to dream about Schmoedown.
For both the Finn Stock Exchange and the Quirky Mercs. So we're going to bring in both the
It wouldn't be the
manager
first time.
of the Quirky Mercs, Corey Andrew, and the one and only Bobby Gucci.
Look at these two.
Whatever his real name is, no one really cares. So look, let's start with you, Coy. Coy, this is another battle here.
I actually kind of want that
Chance
shirt.
for you guys to take down the Finn Stock
Legends
Exchange.
only.
You chose
Gucci
Joseph.
verse.
You've always been confident in Joseph. So how are you feeling about his chances going in here today against the Finn Stock Exchange and Andrew Dimalanta?
waiting with bated
Well,
breath.
I have a lot of respect for
He seems
Dimalanta.
pretty
I think
confident.
He's incredible. I
I'm not even going to begin to
Sorry, was that?
try to address your question.
You got a delay.
Yeah, so I have absolute respect for Dimalanta, but I do think this is a matter of apprentice versus master. I do think there's something to be said for the beard.
When
that
they go back to like the
erupted from
studio, though, I
Jedi
kind of want to see
master's
them do
face
that in the
during
studio.
quarantine. I feel like all of
Like
his
Christian
knowledge
asked
is
someone
gone
at the
here.
desk, and
It's
they're just sitting there like,
exposing the wisdom of his years, and I'm really. This is a match that I've been.
Yes,
excited
Christian.
for, like I said,
To answer your question.
Comedy Store draft.
how do you
So
spell
I'm
cat?
really geeked to see this, and like you,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lean back and watch the Masters go at it because I cannot think of a better lineup to have.
Cam Chef says she's had some weird Schmoedown dreams,
four
nightmares this
matches,
week.
and we have
It's been a lot of
three
Schmoedown this week. It's
because we
affected
did
all
have
of
a
us.
two-person loss in New York, and well, this is our time to catch up, and I think that's what's going to happen here today.
So, Gooch, look, this is you said it in your
Gooch.
promo there.
Gooch.
You
It's
guys have
da
always been
Gooch.
confident in Dimalanta. You chose Dimalanta before you even chose the Barbarian.
Where's his ukulele?
You knew what this kid, what he's
Scrubs
wanted
reference.
to do, how he's
Love it.
been hungry.
Bang,
But we
By the way,
also
if y'all
know
aren't
that his
familiar
back's
with us
against
in
the
this
wall.
channel,
How are you
both
guys
of
feeling?
us are
Only being up by
huge
1
fans of
point, you're
Scrub.
shortest lead of the season.
no matter what we're doing,
look,
we will
like I also said, in the promo,
reference into something.
People are catching up because we're not playing. Once we get back here, we'll create some more space. I mean, like I said, if you don't play, you can't win, and that's just the bottom line. Now, look, Coy, good to see you.
If you don't play, you can't win.
Schmoedown is a fantastic player.
I've found my next.
After Dimalanta lost his second,
I can't tell if Koi's just on a delay still or if he's.
there was a fire in his eyes.
Oh, he blinked.
I've
there
never seen before on any competitor, not even anybody I play with.
Yeah, he's just,
so when he came to us and he goes, "If you guys,
he's just holding still.
He's got the mannequin challenge down,
dude. We found Koi's like new secret talent.
We all signed off on it. I mean, because that's what we do in the exchange. The 4 guys that were already, on the team. We said
he can really pull off that impression of Baby Groot dancing while Drax is watching.
We trust in him, and he trusted in us. And we're going to see what happens here, man. We're really super excited.
Yeah, Christian, you got to give Tom credit. I mean, he had a critically acclaimed draft that night for the Comedy Store, and I applaud him for putting on a shirt,
late
even if it looks like
1940s
and
the early 1970s.
So I want to start with you, and
he was a capsicle.
He was a
How have you
capsicle.
helped train or coach or mentor your competitor going into this match? They already know a lot about Star Wars. Is there anything that you have to do strategy in game wise?
I mean, look, he knows so much. There's only so much somebody could do when you know everything. It's like teaching an old dog new tricks. You can't. And, you really can't change a player's game in the 9th inning. So basically what we were doing, just giving him what I think, what his
Have you seen the eyeballs again?
First 2 matches, not technically, he was going too quickly.
So
it's the art of slowing
we
down.
recorded what was it, the Adam Witt
To
versus
answer your question, for the most part,
Barbarian match earlier,
right,
and Gucci was on there wearing the same exact sunglasses with like in front of the laptop, and the computer reflecting in his sunglasses looked like, especially right there, they look like eyeballs. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So I pointed this out in our reaction that we recorded earlier, and now we're seeing it again. So
yeah, basically it looks like white pupils just dancing around a deep black void.
And it's so weird looking.
And I make sure he knows he's part of the family.
So if you actually are able to see it, you will not be able to unsee it.
I've never done anything like it. The man knows Star Wars. So I made sure he was ready to run, and then I got out of the way, and that's what's going to happen today. He's going to run.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you both.
It's going to be a good match, though.
For Coy Andrew from the Cookie Mercs and Bobby Gucci from the Finstock Exchange. Mark,
I think Dimalanta will pull out,
we've got
but I really want him to also.
Really? Are you ready to go?
Like typically in your bracket, you do who do you think's going to win, and then who do you really actually want to win?
Well, if that's the case, ladies and
I want
gentlemen,
Dimalanta
it's
on this
time
one.
for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the Star Wars division. Introducing first. Representing the Finstock Exchange. With a record.
Is that new music? Have we heard this before?
0 wins,
I don't know.
2 defeats.
It's like classical.
He is Andrew the Hunter Dimalanta.
Christian literally had to take a breath in there.
Andrew Dimalanta, the Hunter, is here.
And focused.
Andrew, you look ready to go, man. You look serious.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the 0-2.
Dude, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. You look ready, my man. Look,
it looks like he's set something on fire.
There's been a lot going on here with you because, like you said, you're tired of it. You don't. The record doesn't represent your knowledge. You're supposed to compete last week. It doesn't happen, and here we are. Right now, you're ready to go. You're with the exchange. How important and crucial is this match for you right now?
It's everything. I mean, right now, we're ahead by 1 point, and if things happen poorly for us today, it's gonna be hard to come back for you, even though we have a couple of players in the IG tournament. But I'm not worried about right now. I'm worried about my game and just silencing everybody. The 0-2, the 0-2. the 0-2. I'm tired of it. I'm completely tired of 0-2. And that
he's better
0-2
than
record,
0-2.
I've said it before, does not represent me and my Star Wars knowledge. So I'm ready to get it going today.
Yeah, Andrew, a lot of times, just like the first question in a Schmoedown match, it's that first win that is the toughest one to get. So being 0-2, have you allowed your mind to drift into how it's going to feel when you finally do get that win? And if so, when do you stop dreaming and just focus on this match that's right in front of you?
You focused on the match in front of you, but you have to look ahead to not really look ahead to who's in front of you, but like the goal. And people have always been saying I've been calling Damon out. I have been calling Damon out. I'm just saying my goal is Damon. With any competitor that comes into this league, into this division, whatever division you play in, if your goal isn't the title, then you're lying to yourself.
Well,
everybody's goal should be the title, and that's
his immediate goal is going to get to one Damon probably.
This entire time of
provided
people saying I'm
that
calling
one Damon beats Adam Witt.
All right, well, Andrew, the Hunter Dimalanta, he is here. He is ready. Andrew, thank you. We're going to put you in.
That thought sounded more cohesive in my brain.
Your opponent. And his opponent, representing.
I really like that picture of John Cena on their logo.
Is that who that's supposed to be?
I think it's supposed to be
With a
Koi.
record of 1 win, 3 defeats, representing Force Center. He is.
It really gives me some strong Cena vibes, though.
Joseph, the Jedi Master, Scrimshaw. Scrimshaw, the Jedi Master, the legend.
I just wanted to do it
himself. We haven't seen you a little bit in the Schmoedown. Good to have you back, my man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling calm, at peace, passive. How are you?
Sounds on brand. Look, man, this has been a fun road for you. You've always had fun doing this. You're one of the competitors that every time you're out there, you have a smile on your face. Even there's that famous line of when Jen is interviewing you, and you're trying to make me cry, and it's not going to work because you were happy and always just you're doing this for fun, and you've always been really solid. And yet, the only person to take the current champion to the wire in Chicago last year in the live event, Andrew Dimalanta. Thoughts on him as a competitor? Have you watched his matches? Like, how are you feeling about him going into this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got to watch his first match in Chicago by sitting physically next to him and appreciating his Bespin jacket that he is sporting again today. I think he is a great competitor. And honestly, listening to all of the buildup, listening to the discussion, I wish that Andrew would win, but I need to actually commit to what I have been assigned. I feel like I am a member of the Quirky Mercs Jedi Council. I committed to doing something to this combat, and I think
he's the only one sitting on that council.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So when you talk about handling the pressure, I don't think that there's many people better at that or more trained at that than you. I've seen it happen in Schmoedown matches. I saw it happen when you had 10 minutes to prepare for doing a set in front of a packed crowd in Chicago, and you crushed all of these things. So what have you gleaned from the Star Wars movies that is helping develop this ability to come through in the class?
You know that?
I don't know. I feel like there's this subtle theme running through the films.
You can tell by the way he carries himself.
Anger because it tightens you up and it makes you fail, and instead trying to be calm.
And his improv skills here.
Wanting a conflict, but when one arises, you must be the shield.
He's already got the lightsaber ready, Christian. I think
to be perfectly honest, I thought you were going to ask me about it. I didn't intend to have to hold it here this long.
Well, you did, and you did it like a pro, and you didn't complain until you were asked about it. So, Joseph, the Jedi Master, is here. Good
Example
luck,
A.
my friend. I'm going to bring in your competitor, Andrew, the Hunter Dimalanta. Gentlemen are here. Mark, they are set. Can you tell us how round number 1 goes?
Oh, it gives me great pleasure, as you know, Christian.
Oh, look at those rules.
Oh, look at them beautiful, beautiful rules.
Competitors from 10 different corners.
Once again, guys, this is a charity stream. Feel free to drop in charity questions, amounts, anything into Streamlabs. We are
number
checking
one.
those
As soon as we ask the question,
we're going to be
fellas,
paying
you have
attention to
15
this and
seconds to write down
reacting.
your best attempt at an answer with whatever
Please
utensil and
feel free to
tablet you
submit. We're
prefer
trying to get up
utilize.
to at
Once
least
we ask you by
$300
name or
tonight
Star Wars
on
nickname,
this exact
please
stream.
show
So
what you wrote
feel
to
free
your
to
camera
chip
at the
in
same
on
time you
that.
verbalize your
Again,
answer
everything through
into the
Streamlabs goes straight to
microphone. I'll
Brianna
remind
Taylor.
each
Go fund me.
competitor that you have 3 usages of the
I feel like it's a good place to
JTE
be
rule
mentioning
throughout
that
the
every time it
duration
goes
of
to the
match.
round screen. I think that's probably what we're going to do.
Yeah, I got to be honest though. You
You
didn't really come through strong for me there, so I'm probably gonna have to repeat what you said.
They seem ready. They seem prepped. They've been here before. Maybe never
Hey
on a
guys,
Twitch stage,
donate.
but for them, I don't think
Streamlabs.
they're intimidated in the slightest.
No, I don't think so either. But they are here, and I also want to remind the audience once again that although both our competitors and the managers are not looking at the live chat, we have to tell you guys, do not put answers, whether they're right answers or wrong answers, in the live chat.
No joke
You will be
answers,
removed
no.
from the stream should you do that.
No
by
funny
our
little
moderators.
answers.
But thank
What's
you.
the name of the gold
for
robot that is
getting
in
us
all
here,
the
Mark.
Star Wars movies?
Appreciate it. Thank you. The
Roseanne
rules
Barr.
in round number 1. So I start
Ben
with
Goddard,
Andrew
B1
Dimalanta. Are you
Kenobi.
ready?
Ready? Let's do this.
Joseph, are you ready?
The answer is yes.
Then let's get ready
Oh,
to
nice.
Schmoedown.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Look at
Round
that.
number 1.
That's
Question
awesome.
Number 1. Here we go. Revenge of the Sith is
That was
the first
great.
category.
That was
More of
great.
that. All right,
After
Skybound.
saving
Yeah.
Palpatine and crashing back to Coruscant, how does Obi-Wan describe the landing? We need the quote.
Yes.
Probably
Oh.
aspiring ring announcers out there. What advice would you give them to get that full throat intro?
Finish college.
Love it.
5.
How does Obi-Wan
4.
describe the
Don't do
landing?
drugs.
Oh yeah, you're
2,
gonna if you don't get it,
1.
you're gonna hit
Pens
yourself.
down, please.
Yeah.
And we start with Andrew
I'm not
Dimalanta.
getting it.
Another happy landing.
Yes, and Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Another happy landing.
1-1. 1.
Another happy
All
landing.
right. Next
Another
question,
blank
Mark.
board.
That is correct. Your next question is in the world of The Force Awakens, episode 7, somewhere around there. The question: to whom does Poe Dameron say the Resistance will not be intimidated by you? One of the great evenings of our lives, Christian. And I'm just talking about when we saw the trailer for Force Awakens.
That's true.
Then
And
we went to the movie.
4, 3, 2, 1. Joseph.
Kylo Ren.
Yes, sir. And Andrew.
Kylo Ren.
2-2. To no
Kylo
one's
Ren.
surprise, it is
Kylo Ren.
2-2. Going into the third question. Here we go. The Empire Strikes Back, best movie in the entire franchise. When hanging below Cloud City, whom does Luke call for first?
Tell you what, man, I did hear that that Empire theme when they're flying through the asteroid field.
Yeah, it's great.
Chills.
Yeah.
Woo.
And 5,
Ooh.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Pens down. Andrew.
Ben Kenobi.
Yes. And Joseph.
Ben.
Yep. We
I
find
only
ourselves.
remember
at
him
3-3.
calling to Leia.
Hey, Mark. Next
Ben.
Yes, we do.
Ben, why didn't you tell me?
Phantom Menace, the movie that Ken Knapsack waited
Leia.
in line to see for 3
Leia.
months.
Yeah, it was
Question:
Kenobi.
to whom is Qui-Gon Jinn speaking when he says, "Whenever you gamble, my friend, eventually you'll lose"? Which
Qui-Gon when I've gone to Vegas.
Does this mean I get to do my
most money ever
impression
lost in
again?
Vegas, Christian? I
Yep.
think I'm like 250, 300, something like that.
Close to a grand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Joseph.
Watto.
Yes, it is. Andrew.
Watto.
4.
I'm a
As we get to
Toydarian.
question Number 5.
Watto.
You may have won
the
the small
category,
toss,
gentlemen, is
Cyrus, but you
solo.
have not won the race.
We learn that Chewbacca is how old in Solo?
Oh, good
Oh,
lord.
All right, Chris, the
Jeez.
moment everybody's out there's been waiting for. It's a Watto impression off. I'll go first.
No.
Jedi.
You
There
win.
it is.
And 5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
2, 1.
Number.
Pens down. And Andrew.
190 years old.
That is correct. Joseph.
190 years old. Ooh.
Please do.
I
that
wasn't
for
trying
every
to guess
answer,
just like
Jeff.
some random number. Besides,
Yeah.
I've only seen Solo
Next question,
once.
I just put
That's
700.
right. We're now halfway through round number
I, too, have
one.
only
Each
seen it
competitor's
once.
Still perfect. If they maintain this perfect
One
pace
too many
coming
times.
out of halftime, then you're going to be asked a bonus question that's also worth 1 point. We go now to the greatest film ever made, Return of the Jedi. Is your category, fellas. Who is said to be less forgiving than Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi?
My mother.
Hey, her and I exchange emails often. She's not forgiving to me about my opinion about the New York Yankees.
4.
I mean, there's really only one answer to this.
1.
Yeah.
Joseph.
The Emperor. Yeah.
Andrew.
Palpatine.
Yes, that is
Emperor
correct.
Palpatine.
All right.
Palpatine.
Next,
Emperor Ovaltine.
Emperor Ovaltine.
next question.
More Palpatine,
All
please.
right, here we go. The Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker. Who serves as the gunner aboard the Millennium Falcon during the Battle of Exegol?
The
I
gunner
love
of
that
the
Return of the
Millennium
Jedi
Falcon.
deleted scene where
Who was the
Luke's
gunner?
building the lightsaber. That's
During
got
the
to be the
Battle
best
of
deleted
Exegol.
scene ever, right? In Star Wars.
It works. I mean, there's little dialogue he's got with Vader, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
God.
And Joseph.
The scene that made people in the audience go, "Why are some people cheering for a middle-aged man?" It is Wedge Antilles.
That is correct. And
Oh, Wedge was the gunner?
He was in
thought,
the Millennium Falcon?
next
I thought Wedge
question
was
here.
flying his own like X-Wing.
In Attack of the Clones.
So did I.
Is our next category, episode 2.
I'm going to have to bring that
And
up on
your
Disney
question,
Plus here in a little bit.
What
Yeah.
does the man in the nightclub try to sell to
I didn't know he was in the
Obi-Wan?
Millennium Falcon.
Yes.
Christian, fun question for you. Last time you were in a nightclub.
Yes.
Did you hear that
you're asking me
question?
when? I don't know. Probably when I was in Vegas.
not
a long
really.
time ago.
What did
And
Mouse
5.
from the Matrix
$1,000
try to sell in the nightclub?
3, yeah,
Got
probably.
it.
2, 1.
That's what I
Pens
figured.
down and Dimalanta.
Death sticks.
Yes, Joseph.
Death sticks.
Would you like to buy some
You guys are doing
I'm gonna go
really
home and
well.
rethink my
Questions and
life.
Everything as we get to the next question is question number 9. Last Jedi. Holdo deems Poe to be a trigger-happy what?
Ugh.
Ooh. I had a nickel for every time I've been called this.
Yep. You'd have a nickel. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Can't remember.
And Joseph.
Flyboy.
Yes. And
Aye.
Dimalanta.
Flyboy.
We
I
have
call
it
him a
9-9 mark. It's the last question here.
Party boy.
However, if they both hit this,
I
then
mean,
they both get a
jackass
bonus
party boy. I
question.
mean, let's be honest here. That's the
And that is in the
theory.
category of the movie that gave us the term Flyboy, at least in outer space. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And the query
By the way,
is,
for those keeping track, we're in
what
2
is
separate
the
bedrooms.
name of the
Yeah.
Imperial informant at Mos Eisley?
You
Wait,
got
what?
This is Christian. This is the writers
Imperial
rolling their
informant-
sleeves up
oh.
and being like, "All right, let's up
What?
this a notch."
Oh, they knew the
The
writers
name
knew
of
this
the
was gonna be
Imperial
one they were gonna be
informant
busy
at Mos
with. And
Eisley.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't remember his name.
Pens down, please. And we start with Andrew.
Garin Dan.
Garin is correct. And Joseph.
Wow.
Garandan is my pronunciation, but that works just fine in Star Wars, right?
Garin, yes.
I've always
it is.
called him Garadan. I
Boba
completely
Fett, same
forget the N
We had
in there.
ourselves a
but
10-10 game.
Garadan.
No one has missed, as we thought could happen. And now
That's not
way
the
it
name I
works,
thought was
guys,
attached to
you
that
get one
character.
question.
Yeah.
You are perfect right now. You still have to write it down the same way we have been. So, Andrew, you ready?
Yes.
Joseph, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Here's the bonus question.
Oh.
Who was Count Dooku's Jedi apprentice before he left the Jedi Council?
I had some of these in round number 1. Not
We don't have to answer the perfect one because we didn't get perfect
And we're gonna
games,
go
but
5, 4, 3, 2,
so be it.
1.
I'm
Pens
pretty
down.
sure I'm
We start
wrong.
with Joseph.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes, Andrew.
Oh,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
11.
I said Alea Sakura.
Wow, unbelievable.
Qui-Gon.
We knew
Why I
that
was
it
thinking
could
Alea
happen.
Sakura.
It did happen. So we're going to bring in both Bobby Gucci,
Qui-Gon.
Koi's Andrew here. Koi's
She didn't really play a strong role
So
outside of that
so
one
here's
scene
how
that
it's
she got
gonna
shot
work
in
because,
Revenge of the Sith.
Well, let's go to
Leia's
round the
Twi'lek?
rules around number 2
Yeah.
first, Mark.
She was the Twi'lek one, right?
Christian, you know
Yes.
I love talking. So in round number 2, this is known as the
Once again, guys, we are going to drop in round 2.
Now,
Shut up. I'm going to do it
rest
this
assured, gentlemen,
time.
every
We are
slice
doing
of
this as
wheel
a charity
has to do
stream.
with
You guys
Star
can go
Wars,
over to
but your knowledge therein might
streamlabs.com/Cinephanatics.
vacillate. So be careful when you spin that wheel. Once
And
you do
any
settle on a
donations that you put
category,
in through
you're
there
gonna
are going to be
get
going
5
to the
questions.
GoFundMe
Each
set up
question's
in
worth 2
Breonna
points.
Taylor's
There is
name.
no
We are doing
penalty
that all
for
this
missing a
week.
question.
These donations
However, stealing
will be
is
ended
available
by
in
11:59
round
p.m.
number 2.
Central
So if you're not
Time.
sure of the answer, you might want to ask us for multiple choice. You're allowed to do
on
that
Friday.
each and every
That's what-
question.
that's what I was
At
trying
that
to
point,
say.
the value of the query does
So,
go down.
any
to
donations you
1
guys have,
point.
drop them
So
in there.
it's a tied ball game
Any
here,
amount
Christian.
helps. 1,
11,
2, 3, 4,
which
5, whatever.
competitor and which manager thereby is going to get a
Drop
look at
the
that wheel
link in
first.
the chat too.
Scrimshaw will have the opportunity. He's the higher ranked competitor. We'll let Coy and Joseph going to drop out both Finstock and Andrew at the moment. Gentlemen. you'll
Cam
have 60
Chef said, by the way, I've been to
seconds
Austin
discuss
more
what
than
you
any
wanna
other
do,
city in the
Joseph,
last 10 to
starting
15 plus
now.
years. I just
Coy,
adore it and
I
wish
have
it
an
wasn't
opinion
blowing
on
up.
what I
Should have
would
moved there in
like to
2005,
do.
my first trip there.
Would
Hey,
you
you know,
like to
some of
weigh
us
in
wish it wasn't
before
blowing up
before I
also.
say it?
Here's the thing, like it's also
I wanna
there's
hear
a
yours
lot of
first.
like good
Okay.
space like
This is
right
generally
outside
how
of
we've
Austin
interacted,
that you can
mostly
move
over
to.
email.
That
It's
is
been a very
fantastic.
pleasant
So,
relationship. I would like to allow the hunter to hunt first.
I'm all for it. I was going to suggest the same.
All right.
Hey, there he is. We got Tyler.
So,
Says, hi, boys. What's up, Tyler?
It's okay.
What's up, Tyler?
All right, so we're
Welcome.
going to drop out Coy and Joseph. We're going to bring in both Scrimshaw and Dimalanta as the wheel will be brought up here. The wheel will be brought up. We're going to, before we spin it here, again, you will have
What's Rogue
have-
You won?
60 seconds to talk to your competitor.
I thought it was Rouge. That was Rouge one.
For this round.
That was
For any words of
Rogue.
encouragement or whatever you want to say
Rogue
starting
one.
now.
She was that woman on
I mean,
X-Men.
look, if that's the zone. These guys are both in the zone. We knew this was going to happen. This is a championship match.
Oh, okay.
Andrew is in his zone.
She's just the one
But he's
rogue.
got this.
Got it.
This
rogues.
is also the Gucci verse. This is like the little ball that was in Men in Black.
What is happening
There's
right
a
now?
Galaxy around somebody's neck. Just happens to be a Star Wars galaxy today. We don't care if we go first or 100th. Let's roll.
All right.
Hey, there he
with
is.
that,
Brandon
we're gonna get the first
Buckingham.
Spin out there.
Said
Here
this
we
match
go.
was amazing. It is so far.
Took a long time for Gucci to get there, Christian, but he arrived
Yeah.
at port.
Figured it out.
Here we come to the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
No, not yet.
60 seconds here to
Thanks for not
talk
spoiling it.
starting now.
AD, how you feeling?
Doing good. We've talked about this before, so let's go.
So we got a little ways to go.
All right. Don't need this. They're taking 5 seconds.
Once again,
All right,
guys, we are going to be
we'll drop
skipping
you off,
the
and we're going to bring back Joseph.
the fan bits where they come in to
Joseph,
talk to
please
the
just
winner.
make sure we can
We're
see
just going to
both
go
your
straight
hands,
to the
guys.
next
So
match
thank
after
you.
this.
The hands are up. We are going to go to the Phantom Menace. This is round 2. That's okay. Round 2.
So we're not gonna we're not gonna be here for 5 hours tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, are you ready?
Yes.
First question.
Because once this beer
What
hits,
is the name
I want to go to bed.
of the protocol droid that greets Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan on the Trade Federation flagship?
TC-14.
Yeah.
TC-14.
Yes, it is. For 2 points.
Well, we got a bad
Second
echo
question.
on our stream.
Finish Queen Amidala's quote. I will not condone a course of action that will lead
My people to war.
My people to suffer. Or
Us to war.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
2 more points.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3. What advice does Shmi give to Anakin when he leaves Tatooine?
Don't talk to strangers.
Don't turn back.
Don't pick your nose on a live stream.
Don't
Be
turn back.
brave and don't look back.
Don't look
That
back.
is correct for 2 more points. Andrew
Dang.
Dimalanta showing up here. in
These solid
this round
quotes.
thus far.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What is the name of Newt Gunray's settlement officer and lieutenant who is also his right-hand man?
Rune Hako.
Dauphine.
Don't say Dauphine again.
Rune Hako.
Yes, 2 more
Yeah.
points.
There you
All
go.
right. Final question here is Andrew
You also
Dimalanta
know your Nemodians.
putting
I
up
also
a
know my
hell of a
Nemodians.
fight as we get into our final question. In episode 1, what system did R2-D2 have to bypass in order to restore the shields on the Naboo cruiser as they blasted through the blockade?
What?
Main power drive.
2 more points.
All
Perfect
right.
round.
That little droid did it.
He has not missed. 21-11 as
That little
Dimalanta
droid
hits
did
a
it.
perfect round. All right, Andrew, we're going to drop you out here for that. Bring back Coy. Give Coy
you do
another
good
60
work
seconds
on the
here to
Schmoedown,
have a discussion
Eric.
with
Yeah.
Joseph should he choose
No.
to use it.
Thank you
starting
for joining us, Eric.
Oh, okay.
I feel
All right,
abandoned.
okay. Yeah, you.
I
You're such a
see
joker,
nothing
Annie.
But lag.
But darkness. But I will find the light.
All right.
I don't feel the need to discuss anything if they're
That's fine.
otherwise if we want to get R2 here to get past the main power drive.
Yeah, I don't think Coy's going to be able to talk right now, but he looks like a very good Conor McGregor right there. Look at him.
He's in the garbage compactor at the moment. We'll see if we can get him dry and back out of the chute.
All right, so we're going to bring up the wheel here, and Coy will stoically look
What
on.
now?
I don't think he's going to be able to give you your 60 seconds, Joseph, but here we go. Here's the first spin.
Joseph, if you're not sure which movie it lands on, you can ask me. I'll give you some info.
We haven't gotten to that match yet.
Thank you very much.
Chill.
New Hope.
That's a New Hope, Christian.
I will take it.
We're going to take it. All right, so he's taking New Hope. We're going to bring back Andrew Dimalanta. Both gentlemen, thank you for showing your hands. Mark, let's get to A New Hope.
All right, the movie that kicked us all off back in 1977, the last time I competed in a
I
Schmoedown.
wasn't born yet.
Joseph, your first question of 5 for 2 points. What is the call sign of
Wow.
a rebel fighter that misses their shot on the exhaust port of the Death Star?
Ooh,
Who misses their shot?
was that gold leader?
Was
Or red leader?
call sign?
Red leader, right?
Red leader.
2 points goes to
Yeah.
Joseph Scrimshaw.
Time there, Mark, and took his time and
Oh, okay, you corrected it. Never mind.
Yeah, enough of that.
That's right. And now we go on to your next question. In A New Hope, Luke says that Ben lives out beyond where?
The Dune Sea.
2 more points
Yeah.
for Joseph. He's trying
I was
to
like,
get
the Dune-
Dimalanta.
the
He might be able
Dune
to do it
something.
in tie before round number 3. If he can get these last 3 questions right. Joseph, what does Luke compare flying at full throttle in the Death Star trench to in A New Hope?
Womp rats.
Shooting
Beggar's
womp
Canyon.
It is exactly like Beggar's Canyon
Oh.
back home.
Okay.
Now, we move on to the penultimate question
T16.
in round number 2.
I got you.
Joseph, in A New Hope, during the battle of the first Death Star, an Imperial officer reports to Darth Vader that they detected how many Rebel ships approaching?
Oh God.
30.
Same number of
Wow.
terrorists that took over Nakatomi Plaza. And now we're into your last question,
Jeez.
Joseph, and this is for the tie going into round number 3 for 2 points. According to Tarkin, who will have direct control of the territories with the Senate dissolved?
The regional governors.
We're tied going into round number 3, Christian. We
Holy
might be
moly.
looking it up for time.
Holy moly. 21-21. It is exactly what we thought. They have not
Holy
missed. They've
crap.
both been perfect. It is exactly the match we thought it would be, could be, should be. And Mark, it is the
I can
third
learn to
round.
understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way you talk.
Oh,
I
cool.
need this new.
That's somebody's phone. All
That
right.
sounded like a Star Wars moment.
Amazing.
I believe that was TC-14.
It was. All right.
Actually, they kind of sound like
Let's get to round number 3, Mark. How's that go?
Send the
You're gonna
droid.
read it or no?
Theory
Okay,
sounds a lot like TC-14.
Your round number 3 rules are as follows. This is
And
the
here's
round
your
that will
round
determine the match.
3
Lest we
reminder
go
that
in
this
some
is
probability to
a
sudden death
charity
overtime.
stream.
What we
We
need
are
from each
donating
competitor
all
is a
Streamlabs
series
tonight
of
over to the
numbers. These
GoFundMe
numbers are
in
gonna
Breonna
correspond to
Taylor's
different
name. So if you
corners
have
of
anything you want to
Star
send into that
Wars
Streamlabs,
know-how. You can pick any 3 numbers from 1
drop
to
it in
20.
there and it's going
not
to
the same
go
numbers
straight to that
as your
GoFundMe.
opponent.
Thank you
Each
guys.
number is going to correspond to, at first, your 2-point question, and then at your 3-point question, and then finally, should we make it that far, and I think we will, your last question is worth 5 big points. So
When you
once
ask me
again,
a
because
number of
Scrimshaw
things
is
that
the
they said
better ranked
in a random
competitor
line in the
currently,
movie,
anyway,
I'm never going to
Joseph
remember
is
it.
going to give us his 3 numbers.
So the fact that Scrimshaw pulled out 30 there,
Joseph,
I was
what
like,
feels lucky, sir.
17, 19, and 20.
that's why he's in the game and I'm not.
All right. And Andrew?
7, 11, and 18.
7, 11, and 18 for Andrew Dimalanta. Both have their JTE rules.
Hot dogs and Slurpees.
All right. So
Everyone has really good luck at the convenience store.
You
don't
have
they?
60 seconds to talk to your competitor should you want to use it starting now.
Joseph, I just unplugged everything and plugged it back So I'm back, and I am sorry, but I knew you would be this player. I knew that if there was anyone that I could go, oh no, the internet broke, it would be you, because I trust you in this game more than anyone else. You have been the exact player I have expected. Holy shit, the things you know about this world is staggering. In fact, the fact that I was able to run around unplugging shit while you played is a testament to your ability. You're an incredible pressure player. I know under pressure.
Is he saying what I think he's saying?
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see where you go with this next round, and I apologize to all the people watching that my internet died. So much love for the Schmoedown.
All right, thank you, Coy.
To quote C-3PO and Jar Jar Binks, how rude.
Yes.
How rude.
Yes, it was.
Shit, he had to unplug his boat twice.
All right, Gooch.
Wowzers.
Wowzers.
Oh, gosh.
You know the deal. Let's get it.
All right, short and sweet. I like it. Who would have thought? All right, thank you. I'm going to drop you guys out of there too. Here we go. We have we're going to start with Andrew Dimalanta, who chose category number 7.
We're not supposed to have that kind of language on our channel.
7.
Yeah, we've got now Coy is tied with John Roca for saying curse words on our channel.
Category number 7 is Rogue One. Category 7 is Rogue One. Andrew, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Chirrut Imwe says the strongest stars have hearts of what?
Ooh.
Kyber.
Yes. For 2
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
to
Kyber crystals.
Scrimshaw, who chose category number 17, Mark.
That is right. So, Joseph.
What a
you may
game.
be familiar with this film because your category is
Wow.
Star Wars Episode 4, A New
Well,
Hope.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Your question for 2 points and to tie Andrew. In A New Hope, how does Admiral Moti describe Vader's devotion to his sorcerer's ways?
Oh, you're sick or
To an ancient religion.
It is indeed sad.
Yeah,
It's-
what he said.
it is
It's sad
true.
devotion to an ancient
Actually,
religion.
It's worth 2
Yeah.
points, and I think the Force
we
is real.
met that guy?
All right, so Andrew Dimalanta now gets his 3
Marty?
pointer,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
category 11. Category 11, The Last Jedi. The Last
Richard
Jedi.
Parlementier.
According to Vice Admiral Holdo, after much of the resistance leadership was lost, how many members of the resistance are left?
So
Hey, I can't stand Holdo.
400.
Yes, it is. 3 points for Andrew Dimalanta.
Well, you just don't like her leadership
as
style.
we now
I don't like,
get
yeah.
to
Leadership
Joseph
style wise, I
Scrimshaw,
can't.
Mark, who chose category
Love Laura
19.
Dern, though. Don't get me
Yes,
wrong.
he did, Christian.
Lord
Bernie
Dern.
Kosar's number corresponds to
But you didn't
creatures
like that
and
need to know
alien
basis, and you're not
races.
on the need to know.
Yeah, I
And
hate that.
For 3 points, your question, once again for the tie. What skeleton can be seen as R2 and C-3PO cross the Tatooine desert in A New Hope?
It's like a
Giant
back,
dragon.
3
I
points.
mean,
No,
yeah,
it's not a do-bag. It's like
everybody knows that.
a crate dragon.
26. These two guys are firing at all cylinders, and Andrew
that's
Dimalanta
a
has
deep
his
cut. That's
5
not one
pointer
I'm
here.
gonna just
doesn't have to.
remember.
Excuse
I knew it
me.
was
If he
something
hits it,
dragon.
Then he puts himself in the lead and forces Scrimshaw to hit it. If he misses,
They didn't
Scrimshaw
make
can win
an
the game
action
with this
figure
one.
of it. Sorry.
All right.
I don't know.
Andrew,
Right.
category 18. Category
They might have.
18. Droids.
Oh.
Droids.
Uh-oh.
Here you go. What hoop-wheeled robot missile launcher is employed against the clone army? Excuse me. What hoop-wheeled robot missile launcher is employed against the clone army on Geonosis?
I can see him. I just can't name him.
A Hailfire droid.
For 5 points, Andrew Dimalanta
Wow.
hits it.
Jeez.
Holy
Big,
crap.
Big shot. So, Mark, we
Good
find
Lord.
ourselves here. If Joseph Scrimshaw hits it, sudden death.
They're going sudden death, aren't
Misses.
they?
Oh,
Andrew
yeah.
Dimalanta
They have
will
to
advance to the next round, Mark.
This has got to be the most
Category
even
number
match of this tournament.
Categories don't go any higher, and neither do the
Jeez.
stakes, Christian. For 5 points. In
This
the
is
tie,
a this is
Joseph,
going to be like a
you
match of the year type
selected
potential too.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And your question. In Episode 2, at the beginning of the film, a handful of Jedi are meeting in Chancellor Palpatine's office discussing how more and more star systems are joining the Separatists. Name 5 of the Jedi that are in attendance.
Yoda,
20 seconds to
Windu,
answer this one.
Kiadi.
Yoda, Mace Windu, Luminara Unduli,
Yes.
Barriss Offee,
Yes.
and Plo Koon.
Sudden
Christian,
death, and
we
gentlemen.
knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to overtime.
Going
Wow. At a 31-31 sudden death.
What's crazy is
as we knew it would happen.
I didn't even know
Sudden
Barris
death.
Offee
We
was
are
in there
here. It's
until
been
after watching the
predicted,
Clone Wars because she has a
and we are now going to
pretty
get a
strong
sudden
arc
death.
in the Clone
Mark,
Wars.
How does sudden death go?
Was Kiadi Mundi actually in there?
A lot like round number one.
Maybe
except,
not. Maybe it was Plo Koon I was
a
thinking of.
little bit higher, gentlemen. You see,
Voice
we're
saying
going to ask a
Kiadi
question
Mundi
to the
on the
field. You're then going to
Schmoedown
write down your
because
best
they'll have good
attempted
track
answer
record.
with whatever
Yeah.
tablet and utensil you prefer to use. At that point, once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, show it to us and verbalize it into the microphone. Each question's worth a point, but here's the rub. If you both get the question correct, we move on to the next question, and so on and so forth. If you both miss the question, we move on to the next question, and so on and so forth. But if one of you gets the question correct, the other one misses the question, the person who is the correct answer or gets
brigade
the win.
raid.
Christian, it's the
Got a little bit of a
margins, but
brigade
we
raid
gotta
there.
declare a winner at some point this evening, right?
We think. I mean, the points have to be broken already.
The
It's 31.
Bandit Brigade, who
31
are
between
infamous
these
now
guys.
for raising
You
over
have one
$11,000 for
JTE rule.
Breonna Taylor.
Even though you haven't used all your all three, there's
We're
only
trying to
one
match that.
per
So if you guys
sudden
want to
death.
give us $11,000 to give to her,
Andrew,
we
are
can
you
do
ready?
that.
Ready.
All
Or
right,
at least
Joseph, are you ready?
69,
All
69,
right, here we go, guys.
Yeah.
Great match.
I'm actually hearing that
Here we go.
Ben has been having so much
What
trouble trying to get that
did
money there.
Darth Vader say the only thing that could destroy him was?
And they're writing it down.
Taking off his helmet.
You just got to feel like we could be here for a while, and I'm all for it.
Jeez.
We're going to find out in a second. Not going to reveal, even if somebody gets it wrong, until both are answered. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Andrew?
Luke's hatred.
And Joseph?
Luke.
That is correct for 1 point apiece. 1 point apiece, as we have Luke, or Luke's hatred was the answers that were on here. Luke, you want to talk to Gucci?
Yeah, I would like to challenge that.
All right, you want to challenge?
I was putting a challenge right there.
I want to challenge that.
You want to challenge that it's Luke's hatred, not Luke?
It's
because that's the full answer.
That's the exact line. Is only your hatred can destroy me.
All right, so give me a second. We're going to put on.
That's. I may call that a valid.
With
I think so too.
Theoretically, Luke could be happy.
We're going to mute the mics. This challenge.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep that up. And
Darth Vader.
mute our mics
It's
here,
specifically
and
his
I will do
hatred.
a phone call here with PJ and Mark. We'll be right back.
Specifically, his hatred would.
Yeah, I'd potentially call that. Hi, Mark.
Yeah. So this is. Alias brings this up. Ben has been having to donate the money to the GoFundMe $1,000 at a time.
Is that a limitation? I know he was getting it from his PayPal. Is that
he got
just
it from the PayPal, but he couldn't donate all 11,000 at the same time. So that's kind of a pain to have to contend with when you're just trying to give money to a good cause.
I'm trying to give you money, man. Like, just take my money. Like, yeah.
Right. But, legal loopholes when you're dealing with a large sum of money.
Yeah.
This is why the stream tonight is 5 hours.
Oh, because that's right. This was done in real time, which means while they're doing the challenge, when you watch it pre-recorded,
they would have skipped this.
All that out.
Eric Rodriguez would have chopped this bit out here.
Yeah. So they're actually talking behind the scenes during all this.
Yeah, he just said they're calling PJ and getting writers and whatnot involved.
So once again, let's talk about the donations. We've had Garth kicked us off pretty well. We need to keep this going. Anyone else, feel free to donate. Streamlabs link is in the description.
We are coming back here.
And they're coming back.
So the answer, after confirming with the writer and both the writer and Mark Ellis, and your winner,
nice,
ladies and gentlemen, Andrew the Hunter Dimalanta. The answer was indeed Luke's hatred, and not just Luke's hatred. So with that, we are going to give the win to Andrew Dimalanta as we conferred.
That's fair.
There. Challenge was held, and Andrew Dimalanta will advance. Let's bring back
But
in Coy
when
Jandrew
that's how
here.
Scrimshaw has to lose,
Guys,
though,
listen,
that means
hell of
Scrimshaw's
a match, hell of a battle.
Scrimshaw's a
It
monster of a
was
player also.
Really amazing. Awesome battle. Thank you for both. I'm going to put both Coy and Joseph for a second in the waiting room, and I'm going to talk to both Gucci and Andrew here. So hold on one second, guys. All right,
That's
Andrew,
fantastic.
you did it. You won. You took the challenge there at the end there. You used it the right way. Gucci, you guys used the challenge. Does it feel like you got a big monkey off of your back?
Absolutely. I was about to challenge one of his questions in the second round, but I was like, I'll save it. So
Smart.
I'm actually glad I saved it then.
Smart.
Yeah. So you saved it. You got it. Gucci, you got to be feeling good here. I mean, that was
First of all, I'll take my hat and glasses off to Joseph Scrimshaw. What a game. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
But
And then they go back on.
what did I tell you? This guy's fire was there. We knew it. And look what he did here. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is the first time I'm really on the edge of my seat in a really, really long time in a Schmoedown match. This was incredible. I wanted this for this guy. I've never seen anybody study like this. And like I said, outside of the other,
You can see that, like,
this was the first guy we drafted.
Dagnino is
I
like,
saw the eye of the tiger in his eyes. Trust me, I know Rocky III.
he's speaking from a
and what
place
it
of
looks
like pure
when you
like
wanna win.
passion
he
and
came out
excitement.
after Apollo's. After he
I've
got
never
done
seen
in
Dagnino this
Apollo's,
excited.
At Jim, this guy had that fire, and he says, "I will not let you down," and he did not. We would have won 100 questions here. That was a fantastic match. I mean, that's championship level stuff. Andrew,
It's
wow.
hard. It's hard to deny that. It's hard to deny that. Joseph Scrimshaw was. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone who knows more than Star Wars than him, and he missed it by a word. It was a word.
And we knew that was what was going to come down to.
That much.
There was I mean, we studied him. We had a couple of different things that we thought maybe were his weaknesses, and unfortunately, he didn't get them. He got a ton of new hope. We knew he was strong in that, so it was going to be an issue there. We had a couple of different, categories where like, please don't get this, that, and the other thing. But we knew it was going to come down to some kind of challenge or just a quick answer. Or a word or spelling something at the very least. So we definitely were looking. That was our main goal, to look exactly on his sheet when he was putting it down and how the words came out.
In the entirety of the Schmoedown,
like I
that
said,
has to be
this was
one
a
of the
fantastic
best
match.
uses of
Andrew,
the challenge.
fantastic.
All right.
Wow.
That was a very smart
That's what
use.
Stock Exchange is
Yeah.
all about.
I mean,
Andrew, you got two.
this is one of those matches I would look at and be like, man, how can you not be
also
romantic
made
about the
Gucci emotional,
Schmoedown?
I've never seen before. So
To quote
let me
Moneyball a
ask
little
you,
bit.
It's a mirror
Yeah,
of the
just be
question that I
romantic
asked you
about
before the
baseball.
match started. I
Yeah.
asked you, have you thought about what winning would feel like? And now we're here in the winner's circle. What does it feel like?
It feels great because
Pretty dang
what
good,
is
Mark.
A lot like
Pretty
my
dang
first two
good.
matches, so close. Last question, last point. So
It's not like one of Jeff Dunham's puppets.
You saw,
yeah.
you saw it right when
get some
the challenge
beer.
came back and the excitement that I had.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
so glad that like you said, it's a monkey off my back because for almost a year now, all I've had to hear was, Andrew, 0-2. We might take him. He's good. He might be good enough to compete, but is he good enough to win in this division? And I think that's what I proved today.
Well, you did absolutely prove it. I mean, you didn't miss a single question. You answered them pretty damn fast too, to be honest with you. And you beat a game competitor in Joseph Scrimshaw. I mean, I
Totally.
like I'm talking to Alex Damon. Alex Damon had said to me at one point that he thought Scrimshaw was the guy that maybe was going to take the title from him at one point. But now you put yourself in that position. You sit back and you wait. You're not going to have to.
This is the Dimalanta you need to see going up against Alex Damon. Can you imagine that as the spectacular?
I know the answer to this question, but do you have a preference on who you play?
You've asked me this before. I don't care. Whoever comes out of this, I mean, either one would be great to play. Both of them are fantastic competitors. They're very evenly matched, both game wise and knowledge wise. So whoever comes out on top, I'll be happy to play. But I don't care who I go against next. The ultimate goal is to win this tournament and go through whoever is in front of me.
Well, thank you.
Right.
Hold back for just a second because there are patrons who are going to be talking with both you and Gucci in just a second here. So I'm going to drop you guys out and I'm going to bring in Joseph Scrimshaw, who just continues. Dude, that was just impressive beyond all stretches of the imagination. And Coy Andrew, you got to be, I mean, bummer that it has to come down to one word there at the end, but you got to be proud of the way Scrimshaw played there.
I could not be prouder. It was down to a word. That is the definition of down to the wire. Like that was authentically. That was for me. That was like Whitford.
That's true.
Where I was standing on the sidelines just sweating. Except this time I had skin in the game, and I wouldn't.
It went so perfect. Both of them neither went to multiple choice, so two real perfect games.
Honestly, I had so much faith
Yeah.
in both of these competitors. This was one of my.
I don't know. Have we ever seen
So
a match where both competitors are perfect all the way through up until a sudden death question?
Yeah, Joseph, look, it's again a bummer that it comes down to that one word, but
Has
you
Tom
got to
done
be
that?
happy with that match overall and the way that Andrew and
I don't
you,
think so.
showed up. Everyone
Has
said that
Tom
it would be
had
that
that,
match,
like,
and it was that match.
perfect game.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Well, it's not. So I'm not asking just
feel
one side. I'm
Andrew's
asking both
passion.
competitors.
Not his anger, but his passion.
Oh,
He's
at the
obviously
same time,
studied
and
very
same
hard, which is obviously very,
Yeah.
very
I don't
important.
think
to him,
so.
and absolutely backed up all of his emotion and all of his desires. So huge congratulations to Andrew. I think the thing
It's
that
turning it
I'm
down 'cause
happiest
it's
about is that Andrew's answer
chopping
was,
up your
of
voice a little
course,
bit.
the most correct. Luke's hatred is what Vader says. Can be
Trying to hit
destroyed.
that DJ
Really
screw.
happy is we're
Screw
playing a trivia
chopped on my
contest
head.
and it's great.
Right.
Everybody deserves their wins, particularly Andrew. But the real answer in the story of Star Wars is that Luke's hatred could
Why do
not
you have a
destroy
piece of
Vader.
paper on
Only
his
Luke's
wall that just says
compassion
the
could.
Force?
And that is ultimately
'Cause that's how
what
the
is
Force
most
works.
important to me
Oh.
as a Star Wars fan.
Oh,
and a
stupid me
human
for
being.
questioning it.
Wow.
Christian, just let this guy host the remainder of the match.
Thanks for popping in here.
you wanna
Yes,
host
we will
Mollie,
definitely
Damon, and
get our
Whitmatch?
final number
What
to
are
you,
you and I
so we
doing
can have
here
that
when
added
you have a
to that
talent
total.
like
We want to
Joseph
see.
Scrimshaw?
We definitely
And
want to see what
Joseph,
the
I was gonna
entire
ask you,
community
I
as a
guess I'll
whole
still
has
ask you, but I
raised
mean,
for the
classy,
entire
and I
movement.
suspected
So
nothing less, but
Yeah.
we will get
so
that to you.
classy, even if in heartbreaking defeat. So now you're on the sideline, and at least the pressure's off. So you're watching the rest of this tournament play out. Is there somebody, and maybe it's your opponent who just felled you, that can take on ultimately Alex Damon and get that belt from him? Who do you see as the favorite?
Well, let's see that bracket. We have the actual bracket that we can show. Here's the bracket at the moment. We have Laura Kelly, who will be playing the winner of Ken Knapsack and Andres Cabrera. You have now Andrew Dimalanta, who has advanced, playing the winner of Mollie Damon versus Adam Witt. Joseph, you see those names up there. Who do you got?
I would lean a little bit towards Laura, Andrew, or Mollie, because I've seen both Laura and Andrew's level of study right now. Mollie is a part of a business that is just Star Wars knowledge. But this is not a critique. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think the main challenge for this entire Schmoedown is the competitors versus the question writing, because I think you're going to get. This is not a critique. It's just a level that you guys have inspired competitors to go to. You're going to keep getting matches like this.
Yep.
Because people are obviously down to having memorized the color of every pod racer's flag. People are deep.
Yeah.
More matches like this.
I complained. I'm like, dude, trying to learn like all the
that's going to make for a
that's
thrilling competition.
It already
All
has
right,
today. I
flags?
can't thank
Yeah,
you enough.
no.
I know that there's a lot going on in your world right now.
But I'm
and
also
the
not
fact
trying
that
to
you made this
compete with
time
Star
for us,
Wars.
I greatly appreciate
Right.
it. I thank you very much. I hope everyone is.
I can answer some deep cut questions, but not
again,
the really
thank
deep
you
cut
for-
questions.
For being here, and thank you for just putting on an absolute show, man. This was a real fun treat as a fan to watch. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you both for giving me the opportunity to say Star Wars things out loud on the internet. I really appreciate it.
All right, Corey Jandrew and Joseph Scrimshaw, if we can have you guys kind of leave from the now, because we're going to start our patron show and we want to let some patrons in. But thank you guys so very much. Corey Jandrew, you'll see more of him. He's got 2 competitors in the Inner Geekdom tournament coming up here really soon. So thank you both, Corey and Mr. Joseph Scrimshaw. All right.
Yeah, and since Joseph was kind enough to not only show us how much better he is at doing our jobs than we are, he also gave a great promo for the rest of the Star Wars matches to take place on Twitch. Let's remind everybody they can listen to Joseph Scrimshaw on his podcast Force Center alongside Jennifer Landa and Ken Knapsack. And then Andrew Dimalanta, the winner, also has Going Rogue. So whole lot more Star Wars where these 2 gentlemen came from.
All right, so now we are going to do our portion of the show. If Mark told you earlier on, we'll be doing this twice.
All right, real quick. Let's pop it back over here.
Yeah. So while you do that, so taking a look at our bracket, still fine.
Hey, well,
bracket looks good. Here's the thing. I would want to contemplate on this is like, We should also just add in like the bonus of like, hey, Dimalanta is gonna win, but it's gonna be in a sudden death. So like we're looking at like we're about to go into Mollie Damon versus Adam Witt, which of course we got Mollie Damon coming out with the win on this one. But same thing, like, is this one gonna go to sudden death? Do we think it could go to sudden death? I don't know.
Witt versus Damon.
I'm unfortunately, I mean, like our bracket shows that we got Mollie Damon on this. I love Adam Witt to death. That guy knows a lot of knowledge. Again, that man knows his Neimoidians. But I think we were siding originally with Mollie just because, well, look who she lives with and is married to.
Her last name is Damon.
Yeah. So, I feel like that Star Wars knowledge just kind of travels within that family.
The Mollie probably doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well,
anyway,
wrong use of that, I guess. Maybe.
I don't know. Does Mollie grow on trees?
Yes.
It's a late night Cinefanatic stream. Welcome.
This is Cinefanatics After Dark.
We're
playing family friendly.
Every time we do a stream, it's usually always after dark.
Yeah, just because we have to work during the day.
Yep. Anyway, guys, before we get started on the next match, and we'll probably do like a quick recap at the end. I know for sure we'll talk about these on the tagline next Tuesday. Before we get into that next match, guys, just a reminder for all of you watching. $1, $2, $3, anything you want to give. We are currently, with Garth's donation that kicked us off, we are currently at what, 138? 138.27? Yeah, we are currently at 138.27 going to Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe. We would love to see that number hit that 300 mark. I would love to be able to throw $300 over to that GoFundMe. I know they're already a pretty high number over there, so I'm just down with adding even more to the number they've already got on that, because the situation with Breonna Taylor is rough. It's absolutely stupid that she died. Like, legitimately, she did not have to. And the individuals who killed her are still out and about and have not been arrested yet. So that is the reason why we feel very strongly about doing this as a fundraiser, just to continue to raise awareness and put eyes on that situation. To not let up on the seeking of justice for her. So the more money that goes to that, the better. Anyway, that's the reason why we want to do that one. We're trying to get to that 300 mark. We are currently at that 138.27, so a little over 150 more to go still. So anything you guys can give to that, we are going to be having these donations on Streamlabs only, not Super Chat, because YouTube takes a cut of Super Chat. We don't want to do that. We want everything to go directly to that GoFundMe. We will be doing this till the end of the night on Friday night this week. So anything that we get through Streamlabs going up until 11:59 p.m. Central Time on Friday is going to go to that GoFundMe, and we'll be able to get a final number hopefully by the time that's all over, and hopefully we hit that 300.
Yeah.
So,
because this is Sparta.
Because this is Sparta. I have other jokes, but I'm not gonna say them. Anyway, that was a really good match. I'm really super impressed with Dimalanta. I knew that he had that fire in him. So glad to see him win. Scrimshaw is a great competitor. I love seeing Scrimshaw. He's hilarious to watch, and he's a strong competitor. He knows his stuff. He will have another day in the sun soon, but today. This day, possibly this tournament might be Dimalanta's tournament. So let's you got anything to add there, or should we move on?
I just want to quickly call out. So Camshaft is telling us that apparently she works at YouTube.
Oh.
So if you could throw some subscribers our way, that'd be great.
Yeah. No cut of super chats for you. This is going to Breonna Taylor only.
Yeah, so we're more than happy to have like YouTube take a cut of our normal donations. They're 33%. So
it could be like 5%. I'd be happier. But anyway, let's move on to the next critique of YouTube aside. Let's move on to the next match here.
We'll save that for another video that's probably not on this channel because they haven't made a movie of YouTube cuts yet. So
that we just saw on display, but I don't think that level is going to dip at all with this next matchup between.
I'm gonna turn on my fan because I am toasty.
Oh, that's
Agreed,
right.
Mark. I mean, this is that was everything I wanted.
Gotta
It to
have
be,
mine down
everything
here.
I think the fans wanted it to be, and
Where'd he
now
go?
we get to watch two more competitors who are highly, highly touted. Look at Adam the Razor Witt, who nobody knew.
Adam the
how he
Razor
did
Witt.
in Star Wars.
Dude,
He had
I
that
really like that
major
photo of Adam
5-point
Witt, though.
pull against Sean Sullivan. He still lost the match, but it was a great
Yeah.
match. And then Magic, Mollie, Damon makes her return to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Of course, the wife of the current longest reigning movie trivia Schmoedown Star Wars champion, Alex the Demon Damon. But Mollie has made it very
we
clear
know Cam Chef. We
she
get how
wants
that
to
works.
be
So
on her
more
own
than
here,
happy
doing
to
her own
contribute
thing.
to
It's
that.
one of the main reasons she
Normally.
joined Sam Levine and the Usual
Joke
Suspects.
aside.
It wasn't
Next
really
week.
a choice for her.
Next
I
week
know that
we'll
Roxy
do
at
that.
one
Not
point
this week.
Wanted to have her on. I don't think she ever considered it. I think she
Is
always
it
wanted to play
is it
with
self-serving
Sam.
if
Sam
you
was the one
donate
who
through someone's
made
super
it
chat
clear
and then you just
that
end
he
up getting
thought
that money back
everybody,
at some
including
point?
himself, were silly for not getting Mollie in the first place. And
I don't
she's
know.
not picking up
It's not
Mollie.
how it works.
I think that Sam
Go
at
ask
one point
Paula
had said to
Action.
me, I didn't even realize
Yeah.
Because
why
they're
I would've
really
gone
good
after
at
her
that.
immediately. She would have been one of my first
Not
picks.
how it
And
works.
he's able to get her. Sam Levine, as much as people give him
It's
crap
not how the
about,
Force
oh,
works.
he hasn't been around this, and I know this fact it's due to his schedule and everything else. The guy has a sports mind, and you can see it. And you look at what he's done for free agency, picking up both Mollie Damon, Doug Benson.
Mhm.
You look what he does
Sam.
for Inner Geekdom. He's putting Janine and both Jen Kemp in the IG. He's done so much so far. And look at the big trade he got to get Ethan Irwin. So Sam
He got
Levine's playing the
Doug
long game.
Benson
We
on
know
that.
this. And
I
so
want to
to
see
what's
like
going to happen
the
now with the dungeon, with
Schmoedown
Kaiser,
match.
and with Mr. Witt coming
I
up.
like
Mark,
Will
pretty pumped.
destroy
Yeah, and to
everyone with
anybody who
that.
may be newer to the
I like
Schmoedown,
Jericho's
if you were
video.
just for the
Kevin
very
Smith's
first
video
time,
just
first
came
of
out
all,
today.
welcome all rookies.
But Doug Benson's video is, my name's Doug Benson, and I'm going to play in the movie trivia Schmoedown.
And then he closes the blinds.
Last match between Dimalanta and Scrimshaw, it is the narrowest of margins. So feeling comfortable and feeling appreciated and feeling like you're really a part of your faction and greater than just yourself, that it's the sum of all these parts adding up to something special, that means something, especially in these matches that could go to sudden death.
All right, I can already see the competitors are ready. The managers are here. Mark, let's get going, my man.
Do I have to say I'm ready again? Because it still carries over from last one.
We're going to play a really cool little thing. And
I'll say I'm ready then.
All right, you're ready.
Play the really cool little thing.
I'm ready.
Is it what I think it is?
This is that one promo.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love this so much. This was
Okay.
so,
Unfortunately, we have seen this already.
that's not unfortunate. I'm so happy I've seen this.
It's always been there. But now it's awake, and I fear what
Oh.
it might become.
It's a little different.
I can't help you. I came to the Schmoedown to win. I intend to keep that belt.
Doing a little bit of Last Jedi.
Yeah.
This is the match. This is the one I've been waiting for.
So Sam Levine picking up a very strong competitor here.
I was going hard to get her on The Usual Suspects because I firmly believe she is the top competitor, pretty much next to Alex.
That was me basically being like, I'm taking this belt.
Yeah.
From my husband.
Yeah.
Okay, so fine.
You got the wrong Damon, bub. Adam Witt is hungry. He's ready to eat some younglings with a side of broccoli.
I'm here to put the Star Wars champion back on notice.
Adam Witt. That's a cute shirt. I hope that's not the only deep cut you know. I've been in this game a long time. I may have only competed once, but technically I've studied for 7 matches.
She has watched.
I like what they're doing here.
far. I'll just say I was very excited with today's match.
They really get the zoom
I'm
background.
sitting here playing chess. When this match is over, when this tournament is over, the only Damon people are going to be talking about in the Star Wars League from now on It's going to be Mollie Damon.
Does Alex think the belt's safe because you're in the tournament? Not if anything to say about it. I have. Dulce Dauphine?
Nice.
Dulce Dauphine and IJT to be a jerk.
Overconfidence implies she's overestimating herself, and she's not.
I've been in the shadows pulling the strings for too long. If you ever see Alex look to the side during one of his matches and smile, that's him thanking me for reminding him how many horns are on Darth Maul's head.
There's always a bigger fish, and that bigger fish is me.
I believe the answer is 10. It's 10 horns.
Hey, you know what? At least the trash talking is really good on this so far.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. I mean, it's again, props to Eric, the great Nerd Chronic, for. I mean, I get so hyped watching this, goosebumps, and to see both of these competitors, they won it, and now, especially, I'm sure they were both watching that last match. At least you would assume that they're both watching that last match, and it makes me hyped because they're like, okay, that's the competition. That's who I'm playing next. I'm playing Andrew Dimalanta because Andrew Dimalanta had to turn some heads with that performance, but if you're Mollie Damon or Adam Witt and you did just as well, you're like, yeah, all right, let's do it.
Hey, you know, Christian, you haven't been out of stand-up comedy that long to forget the fact that when you are about to go up and you see someone on stage before you crush, it elevates your game, or it might shrink your game depending on your experience level. So I think that them watching what just went down, maybe one of them gets energized and says, it's go time right now, game time who? And the other one, maybe they shrink a little bit. We're about to find out. But given those promos, I'd say Adam with a nickname like the Razor, of course he's ready. And did you see how magic Mollie looked when she was doing the evil Ray from Rise of Skywalker? That is scary stuff.
She's one of the more
all day long
competitors that we have
every day,
because everything she just said in that promo, she's been working with Alex Damon, and you see what Alex Damon has done. He's the longest reigning, most dominant champion we've ever had, and she's been in his corner since day one. So she knows. You assume what he knows. So let's see how that pans out. But
I mean, they do run the Star Wars Explained YouTube channel together.
Once again, now that we know the Finstock Exchange picks up those big points there, this is really a battle between the usual suspects in the dungeon to get out of last place. You have the usual suspects with 4 points, the dungeon with 4 points. They
really
both,
like all these standings.
Whoever wins this match,
we just watched again the Adam Lavick versus Barbarian, and the standing, the points were different.
This is a big,
so I guess it all goes based off of like when it gets released on YouTube, but this had not aired yet by the time. Oh, that's confusing.
I mean, look, if you're a Star Wars fan, you care about the trivia, but any fan or purveyor or somebody who's ever seen a sport, if you have,
we'll get the accurate one at the end of the Hannah versus Saul match.
Potentially, or eight.
Well, will we? No, we won't.
Number 4.
No, we won't. Never mind.
That is monstrous.
That was pre-recorded also.
Must-see TV.
Yeah.
Or in this case, internet.
Yeah, that's right. Either one of these teams will be in 4th place by the end of this match. The question, who will it
be?
Well, to find out how
I
they
can
feel
see
about it, we're going to
that being the last thing that Eric has to edit on any of these. So
dungeon,
they could end up having
Kaiser
accurate ones next week.
The manager of the usual suspects, the Inglorious One, the Hall of Famer, the former singles champion, former teams champion, the great Inglorious Bastard himself, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine.
You sure you don't want to take 6 or 7 minutes to give him another introduction? I mean, did you get every accolade in there you could, Harloff?
I think you earned it. I don't know what you've earned
Thank
yet.
you very much. We didn't even talk about my time on That's So Raven.
That's right. And that was my next part. So during your time, look, let's start with you. Just to make you feel better, Kaiser, we're going to start with Sam.
He was on that show?
So,
really?
Yeah, briefly.
I said it up top here. Kaiser has taken shots. Kate has taken shots about the schedule and everything too.
I still
Clearly,
like.
I mean, the reason you took
the
this
air conditioning vent and not another teen movie.
to make moves. You did make moves. You got yourself Ethan Irwin. You picked up Mollie Damon. So tell me about Mollie Damon. What was the choice always to go after Mollie? Was that one of the first choices during free agency?
The minute I learned that she was not attached to a faction, I said, how do we get her? I want her playing with the usual suspects. She's going to be an absolute beast. It was totally my fault for misunderstanding at draft day. I thought someone had picked her up in one of the later rounds after we were the live stage show, And so that was.
So you're telling me,
like 2 months
that
I
Knapsack
thought
was his second
she
choice.
Was playing with someone else's faction, and then when I learned that she was available and that free
Who's
agents,
Knapsack with right now?
I pushed
Drugs.
hard because she
Oh,
is
yeah, probably.
the
He got traded over
in the Star Wars division.
for
Kaiser,
Ethan.
look, you've been pushing Adam. You chose Adam during the draft, confident in Adam during the draft. You put him in the Star Wars division. He had a great fight against Sean Sullivan. So how's he feeling? How are you feeling about him going up against the Inglorious One over here? And of course, Magic Mollie Damon.
I've never felt better about Witt's game. He's been training in the dungeon every night with the boys. We've been running serious drills. The guy's going to be a absolute fireball today. Come out and I don't know which one of you said Sam has a great sports brain. I don't know what he's ever proved. I mean, I guess if you're playing a pickup game of square ball with the cast of Family Ties, maybe you want him there to help you out with that. Maybe pick up a game of kickball. I don't know. But I've never seen him do anything in this league. One of my favorite actors, Bad Manager.
All right, well, shots right there.
Wow. Yeah, Christian, the words are flying fast and furious here between the two managers. So I'll just tidy things up by saying, look, Kaiser, I know you don't want to hear any more Sam's credit, so I'll ask you the question. As a freak, a geek, and a member of a modern family, how has Adam been training for this? Because we know Mollie gets to train virtually all the time. So can you give us any specifics as far as the drill that you were running with Adam to get him prepped to go against Sam's competitor?
Well, I don't believe she's training all the time. I mean, the minute Alex opens up his mouth, I'm falling asleep. So I'm sure she's going to follow suit. Guy doesn't really have much to offer. Good sport, good Star Wars brain, but I don't know that he's a real champion. I think Adam Witt is your next Star Wars champion. He's going to prove it. He's going to run through this tournament. I've never seen anything like the level the Dungeon's playing at, and I give a lot of that credit to Kevin Smets because he's taken on the role of a coach the last couple of weeks because we're waiting for him to play against the kid who works at PetSmart, Andrew. So, eventually we'll get a piece of him. But I give a lot of credit to Smets for getting zipper ready, park ready, and most importantly,
I'm really starting to catch on to Kaiser's shtick here.
Beating Smets all of last night in our training session. So I feel good about where he's at.
He's got at least
Kaiser might be a manager to teach him how to hold a sword.
He's got like 5 to 10 jobs for every single person who is in the Schmoedown.
But
what are you talking about? I'm like Cain. I walk the earth.
Usually they involve illegal
Kaiser,
drug
did somebody
trafficking.
kick you out of the house? What? Why are you not? I don't even understand. You're throwing shade at me. Where's your
Did somebody kick me out of that? What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's
You've been kicked out of a lot of places. I've been
think-
kicked out of a lot of places, including my own house. So anything's possible.
I think your own pig picked you out of the house. Well, look, it's a
Gee.
battle here because, like I
Good
said,
old Piggy
beforehand,
Smalls.
this is the winner finds himself catapulted into fourth. The loser stays in dead last here. So this is a big match between both you guys. I
Ooh.
wish you good luck.
There's
Well,
a lot of
Sam, good luck.
lot
All
of
right, see you later, guys.
risk here.
Can we give them their own sitcom on Quibi?
I maybe Mark. So the managers have spoken. Now it is time.
That's
for
funny.
The players
I would like to
make
know
it
what his
into the
response
arena,
was
but are you ready?
to that.
As you wish.
Someone tell
Ladies
Chandler to
and
come
gentlemen,
into
it's
our
time
chat
for
as well
the
so we can
movie
react.
trivia Schmoedown.
Right. Changer's welcome here.
Introducing first.
Oh, we gotta play along again. It ain't too late for some Star Wars trivia.
Representing the usual
For Star Wars
suspects.
questions anytime, anywhere.
For the
Well,
record,
almost.
I'm already
of
asleep.
0 wins, 1 defeat.
There's the other couple of activities I do that I probably don't want to answer
She
Star Wars
is
questions during.
Eating? Don't talk with your mouth full.
Magic
Sure, that's one of them.
Mollie Damon.
Driving, your focus is on the road.
Magic Mollie Damon, you have made it back to the Schmoedown. Look, you and I we talked in the beginning of the year. We talked last year, and there was a little bit of hesitance at first to return, but then I haven't really talked to you about this at all, and I'm so curious to hear it.
Wait, what's Changer's
It was
job?
like sometimes, when I'll call a competitor and I'll ask.
Is it
them if
actually
they're
working at
back. It's like,
That might be one of those
maybe,
actually
I'm not
work
sure.
like at PetSmart or
It was
something.
almost like
That'd be
you were
hilarious.
knocking down the door.
Actually,
Something
I believe
happened
that. I feel like he
where
has
it
a
all
very
changed,
kind to
and you
animals
wanted back and
personality.
wanted back in a bad way. What changed?
I don't know. Something just clicked in my brain, I think. we do all these other trivia things. We do trivia at Dragon Con, and I got
How many Baby Yodas do they have?
that. So I was like,
see
hey,
one. I see two.
I think it's my time.
Yeah.
Mollie, has there been any discussion between you and your counterpart as to what could happen should you win this match and then a couple more
I don't have
matches
any
down the
Baby Yodas.
road? You see where I'm getting here.
You are a Baby Yoda.
I have a port.
Yeah. He knows who's
That's
gonna
a weird
win.
name to call your cat.
Wow, I love it. I love
Oh, no,
the
that's a
confidence.
Lola.
It's a pleasure to have you back. I'm so glad that you're back.
It's a baby
and
Lola?
I'm looking forward to seeing the match here. I'm going to put you in the waiting room until we bring your opponent in here. Thank you, Mollie. All
Plenty
right.
of magazines to read in that green room.
And her opponent.
That would not surprise me at all. Chandru does seem to be a very intelligent individual.
Representing the dungeon with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat in the Star Wars division. He is Adam the Razor Witt.
The laser.
Adam the Razor Witt. It's a pleasure to have you back, my friend. How are you doing? This has been there's been a lot of hype so far in this match. Mollie Damon obviously getting a lot of attention here, but you have also gotten a lot of attention.
Trying to say all the
from
names on
that
those
great
clocks.
5-pointer. You didn't win the last match, but you did put up a fight. Maybe people didn't know how you were going to be. How are you feeling going into this one?
I feel great. I've actually had time to, study and that sort of stuff. We had kind of had short notice on that last thing. So I was pretty confident to do
San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle.
A couple, and I really kind of just got called that day to come in, which now that we've all been home.
Wait, they're all the same time.
They're all the same time. That was good. So I'm feeling good. I'm here talking about
A little slow
Star
on the
Wars.
uptake there.
Everything, they call it studying, but I call it watching Star Wars movies because I used to get in trouble in school for not studying and instead watching Star Wars movies. And I feel that society has reversed and vindicated all of this now. So thank you.
Yeah, Adam, first of all, congrats on having as many clocks in your room as Doc Brown. I guess if you go back and you think about it, I mean, I don't want to call you an elder statesman, but you got some experience on you.
I feel like Adam Witt is one of the ones that
did you ever think
will subtly
one day I'm
sneak
gonna
in
have to
like
answer a lot of correct trivia
18 jokes before you even notice.
Yeah, I never thought it would come in handy. I really thought
when he was up against Sean, he had the Imperial badges or whatever, where it just sticks a gum.
And of course, there was an atomic explosion
so
when I met the Schmoedown of people that could actually talk about this stuff. And that's
Both him and Paul are
but
actually really
of course,
funny.
I was there opening day. I waited in line, all that sort of stuff. And as far as I knew, that was the last Star Wars movie we were ever going to get.
Highly recommend
Well, fast
checking
forward
out
now, not only
all
do
of
we
their
have more
fun little
movies and
Star
more
Wars
TV shows,
oriented
now we
videos
have
that they've done. The
Star
movie
Wars
guys,
Schmoedown, and this is the tournament. This
the
is the
free
first
for all with
round.
the Star Wars characters, and
we
then
now
the
bring back
play by
Mollie
play for A New
Damon
Hope.
Here we have Adam,
Both
the
fantastic.
Laser Witt. Okay, with the laser today. I see what you're doing. I see what you did there. I see
See what I did there? Thank you. See, that's why I like you, Christian. You could see what I did there.
Sometimes. All right. So I would like to say thank you to both of you to be here right now, but I also like to thank Mark Ellis as he is now going to have the rules of round number 1.
It's my pleasure, Christian, because I get to hear this warm Vermont maple syrup voice some more. In round number 1, competitors, you're going to hear 10 questions from 10 different corners of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, Star
Another
Wars,
round 1.
galactic know-how. Each question's worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing, at least not in round number 1.
So once again, we are accepting
As soon as we ask it, please
just so
write
you
down
guys
your
know,
best attempt at an
we're
answer
accepting
with whatever you
donations.
potentially have handy on whatever tablet you have provided for yourself.
Those
Once
of
we
y'all
ask you by
watching, if you have
name or
questions for
nickname
us,
or
feel free
nickname
to
altered
put
to fit
questions
Star
in
Wars,
the
please show what you
Streamlabs.
wrote to your camera at the same time you verbally answer into
And we will
a
answer
microphone.
those
Each competitor
when
has
we
3
can or when
usages
this
of
is all
the
over.
JTE rule.
Also, I know that
Duration of the match.
since it's
Name
late, a lot of
from
people will
famed
probably end up
Dagobah
watching
resident
this on the
JTE.
replay
If you're not sure you
tomorrow.
heard a question right, you want to buy yourself some time, use the JTE.
We are
rule.
still
You also
accepting
each have one
Streamlabs for
challenge
the
be issued by your
fundraiser until the end of the
manager at
week.
any
So
point
if you are watching this on a replay, please feel
match.
free
And Christian,
to
as we
drop in
saw
that
in the
that
last
Streamlabs
contest,
over at
these matches don't necessarily just go
streamlabs.com/cinefanatics.
3 rounds, and the competitors can say, "Hey, I think I want to challenge that," and then have the dialogue before the challenge is officially issued.
Yes, he
by the
did.
manager.
He
Now,
always
a few
does.
things, guys. I know
That's
that
par
you've
for the
been,
course.
Told this before the match. Make
Par
sure,
for the
please,
Wii course,
that you
I should
have
say.
on the private chat. That is how
The
you will
Lola
be able
is
to talk to your managers, and we do not.
My
want
brother
you to
did not
know,
see what I was doing there.
The audience knows
No.
not to share any answers, because if they do share answers in
Mark Ellis has been
the
playing a
comments,
lot of
they'll be
Wii golf.
removed, but do not. The only way to talk to your managers through the private
Par
chat.
for the Wii
please,
course.
And after you write down your question, and during round 2,
That's a golden
and round
joke
3,
at 1
please
o'clock
make
in the
sure
morning,
that your
guys.
hands are visible during
Central
the
time.
match. All right. So
Sure.
with that, I ask Molly, are you ready?
I am ready.
I ask Adam, are you ready?
Is the answer you were looking for a twin pod cloud car pilot?
Sure
I'll
was.
take that as you're ready. Then
That's
let's
actually exactly
get
the answer.
ready
I love
to
this.
Schmoedown.
Oh, that's so
All right,
good.
everybody. Round number 1. Question.
Our little
number
baby's finally
1.
growing up. It's
Here
becoming
we
something
go.
special.
We start with Revenge of the Sith is the first question. Who says, I sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate. You have anger, but you don't use them.
Christian, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you go to Comic-Con in 2005 to watch Revenge of the Sith footage?
Was there for the title. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Molly.
Count Dooku.
Yes. And Adam.
Count Dooku.
1,
Ooh.
1. Mark, next question.
Dooku.
He's got a funny name. Your next category is in The Force Awakens, Episode 7. And the query is, how long has Maz Kanata run her watering hole on the planet Tokadana?
Don't make me answer numbers.
I would love to go to that watering hole. It looked like a lot of fun. Probably
And, yeah, you'll get no fight. 5, 4,
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
Over 1,000 years?
Yes. All right. That is correct. And Molly.
1,000 years.
Oh.
All right. So
So-
let's. So wait. So Sam's
1,872,304 minutes.
Yeah, I just saw something fairly recently about something having to be very specific, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge that.
Oops.
Too many words on my board.
There we go.
Give me your full challenge.
I think you understand my full challenge.
I need- but I
you
need-
were looking for a specific number, not any number over 1,000 years.
Okay. So
I didn't
Did
have the
not
right
know
answer.
the answer? Is that what we're saying? We're saying I did not know that answer. That I
That's
did.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that apparently specificity is very important in this league.
I'm hearing that I didn't know the answer. Just didn't even know it. Cool.
all right, here we go. So we're going to give me a second. We're gonna challenge right away with Sam Levine. Not surprising, but I understand the challenge. All right,
Is this
so
the one
let's,
that you were mentioning
we'll be
earlier,
right back.
Camshaft?
I'm gonna guess yes, judging that Camshaft said this. So was the phrase just over 1,000, or was it 1,000 years?
If what they said in the movie was for over 1,000 years, then I see that as the actual answer because there's no specific number over 1,000. 1,000's incorrect because it's over 1,000.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then Adam Witt actually has the right answer and Mollie doesn't. Which means this is a bad use of a challenge for Sam.
But Sam sounds like he was just challenging it because that based off the last match, he's like, well, you need specificity, or however that word is pronounced.
So he could lose the point but be awarded the challenge back again because the challenge was. That's an interesting use of challenge.
So he's just.
We have talked to both the writer and we've talked to Mark Ellis. We've talked through it, and we are going to say that Sam Levine's challenge is withheld. The answer was
upheld.
Years, not over 1,000 years. So Molly Damon will get that point there. Adam Witt will not. All right. So we're going to put you guys back in there, and because of that, Molly will still keep her challenge, but it will be 2-1. 2-1.
I challenged
Damon
that it wasn't
over
my
Witt
answer.
so far. 2-1. Next question, and we have. Are you guys both ready?
Right,
So
we'll move on.
with Molly, you ready? Yes. And let me do this again. Sorry.
You're not on the stream.
Got to get them in order. There we go.
All right, here we go.
This
All right,
isn't a
here's
lo-
the next question. For question number 3, The Empire Strikes Back. What did the rebels on Hoth reroute all power into when they detect Darth Vader's fleet?
That was a good deep breath into that microphone, Christian. That was Rocco level.
Yeah, I just, it's like you have to. This is why Sam's a good manager, though. You have to be prepared for a lot of challenges. But
I before E.
Not to be not used.
Oh, 4. He should use it. 3.
Except
2,
after C, right?
1. Pens
Yeah,
down,
but I messed it
please,
up also.
And Mollie.
That looks better.
Field generator.
Shield generator, yes. And sorry, Adam.
Deflector shield.
Shield is correct. So we're gonna go energy shield,
Challenge.
energy shield, planetary shield.
Shield generator.
Yeah, but they didn't. The line is not what Mollie just answered.
Oh,
The line we're
gosh.
looking for. Hate to do this, but it's not.
Ugh.
All right, let's bring in the manager.
I do have to go to bed at
The
some
line
point.
is what.
See if Kaiser wants to
just answered.
Kaiser, you want
Never mind, we are going to be here for 5 hours.
We're going to challenge that.
right off the bat. Here we go.
Hey, getting these out of the way early.
Look,
maybe we will. Maybe
I'm
we
taking
won't.
the shields as the right answer for me.
All right.
For nothing, you never even explained.
What
You just said the other kid's challenge was upheld. No one even gave me a reason why. That I was
The
gone.
reason
all of a
why you didn't, well, if you had something in your ears, that's something else. We clearly said the reason why is because the line was 1,000 years and not over 1,000 years.
So what's the
didn't
line
hear
here? So what's the line here?
What is your challenge here, Adam?
No, you're good. I think we.
The line is switch.
I think we're catching this all as we need to.
The line is what it says
No worries.
to do is not divert power to the shield generator. I think it's
Please let that just be a fun number you put in there, not the real number.
Yeah. The question was, what did the rebels on Hoth route all power into when they detect Darth Vader's
tagline last night? We
What
do not
did
need to
rebels
bring
on
this
Hoth
number
route all
again.
power into
This
when they detect Darth Vader's
is not
Right.
nice.
And just before we go mute our mics and go to the challenge graphic, can I get one more time Mollie and Adam's original response to the question so we have it on file?
I erased it, but it was shield generator.
Deflector shield is mine.
And Adam said deflector shield. Okay. We will be right back.
All right, here we go.
So Eric is saying that he watched the scene for the previous challenge. Watched the scene. Han specifically says 1,000 years, not over.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a difference between the.
Yeah. You gotta go based on what they said. Stop.
I know. One at a time. I am hiding it. There you go.
Okay, stop touching it.
Whoever clicks on it to show it is the one who clicks on it to hide it. Solved.
Challenge.
There is a challenge going on, yes.
I'm challenging you.
No.
Yes.
I'm the older brother. I win.
That's not how that works anymore. We're adults.
I'm the older adult. I win.
You're going to die first. You want to go that route? Okay.
They did a poll. Like they did a poll as to like what the correct answer is, or
for the 1,000.
Oh no, there was a poll. It asked how many challenges.
Oh,
it asked how many challenges will there be, and 69 was a choice.
The Bandit Brigade probably did that.
Yeah, that's right. Camshaft. Virgos always win,
except when a Leo is in the room. Welcome to my domain.
That's not how those work.
Yeah, but again, we're adults, or at least I am, so I'm not going to use this who's older thing.
Yeah, but just because we're adults doesn't mean like the law of gravity.
Shut your face. Mom and Dad aren't here to say anything anymore to you, so shut your face.
Mom, little brother's being a nuisance. Oh, wait, I'm just yelling in your direction. Never mind.
Mom, big brother's being a dick.
This is a family-friendly channel. I'm being a Richard.
Mom, big brother's being a Richard.
Cam Chef says her little sister's a Leo, too.
It's like a mirror.
Y'all should start a reaction channel as well.
August 12th. All right. They can be they can take the Cinemaniacs name
away from
Bibiani aren't using it anymore, so
Nost. Yeah.
We're the Cinemaniacs. Gosh, dang it.
All right, we're coming back.
Hi, we're the movie
now.
lovers.
All right, Mark. We've
Looks
talked
like a lot of the
had
beers from
conversation.
cooler there.
Now we will have the ruling. Mark, go ahead.
That's right. As you look at this beautiful cityscape behind me, I'm going to say that's Coruscant. We have come up with a ruling. The challenge is upheld in that Mollie did not have the correct answer. However, Adam Witt did also not have the correct answer. We were looking for energy shield. And so while Adam and Kaiser
Everybody
do retain
lost.
the challenge, so they keep their challenge. So each team still has one.
Wait, so do I not get my
but
shields?
No points are awarded either way. So we can now
shields.
I just said shields.
Christian, this really has an impact simply because now there's no perfect round ability.
I mean, did it have to be that specific? Because a shield's a shield in real life.
I think you just leave it at shields and you're fine.
As we get to question
You either say
4.
shields or you say the specific shield. But if you get the wrong specific shield,
count it.
All right.
If you get the wrong specific shield, you're wrong.
With the Phantom Menace.
Sir Lord Shield.
Who did Anakin and Shmi belong to before they became the property of Watto?
Oh. Who did they belong to before Watto?
Watch this real-time magic, Christian.
Oh, man.
I thought they were going to say, who did they belong to? And I was like, I get to do the Watto impression
4,
again.
3, 2.
I don't remember.
1. Pens down, please. And Adam Witt.
Gardula the Hutt.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Gardulo the Hutt.
That's right.
3-2.
Well,
Damon holds her
again,
lead.
I'm not
As we get to our next question here, Rogue One. Before entering Jeddah City, Jin told Cassian that they should leave K2SO behind, except she referred to K2 as something else. What did she call him?
Robo
Hey,
Richard.
Christian, we got through a question.
Don't jinx it.
I'm waiting for you to put
Hey, we got
my
through one.
older brother.
And 5,
The Richard.
4, 3, 2.
I don't
1.
know.
Pens down. Adam, pens down. And Molly?
Target practice.
Yes. And Adam?
Target practice.
You got it. Okay.
My older
he
brother.
He had it, Sam. I see you making your face. I looked at the E. He's got it. So target practice it is. That is correct. 4-3. All right. Next question.
Next question is in the world of Return of the Jedi.
Star
And your
Wars.
question for Molly and Adam. How many Ewoks helped Chewie commandeer an Imperial walker?
Oh.
Do love this scene.
Uh,
This entire battle is just so well done.
Yeah, it is a good one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Adam?
2.
Yes. Molly?
2.
There we have it. 5-4. Molly Damon keeping her 1 point lead. Excuse me, 4-3. Molly keeping her 1 point lead. Or 5-4. Keeping her 1 point lead. Here's our next
I
one.
challenge, Christian.
We've
5
rattled everyone.
5-4. Here's the next question. The Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker is the next question. Who rescues Rey and the others on Pisana when they are found by a stormtrooper during the festival?
Oh.
yeah.
All right. How many Ewoks do you think it takes to defeat one Wookiee? Is the question, Christian?
A ton.
Say 4?
Yeah. Maybe more. 5,
Maybe
4,
7.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Molly.
Lando.
Yes. And Adam.
He's not a system, he's a man.
That is true.
That was the Rhett from Rhett and Link's son,
6-5.
Lando.
Okay.
Lando Calrissian.
It's
Your
Billy
next
D.
question is in the world of-
Once again, a Scrubs reference.
And the query therein. Who interrupts Shmi Skywalker's funeral with an urgent message?
Now, I do like this question. I got to tell you.
You think it's pretty unchallengeable or just because you like the question?
Both.
Oh, boy.
5, 4.
Oh,
3,
shoot.
2,
Eh.
1. Pens
Oh.
down,
I'm wrong.
please. And we start with Adam.
C-3PO.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Molly?
R2D2.
Yeah.
That is correct. Molly.
C-3PO.
Yeah.
Point there. Here we go. Yes.
C-3PO interrupts everything.
C-3PO interrupts with a message from R2D2, right?
Is that your challenge?
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
my challenge.
Don't do it.
Because,
No.
You can't. Kaiser?
Yeah, we're going to challenge that.
What was the question again? I guess before I challenge.
Well, no, you've already had a challenge. You're challenging it in there, and I'll tell you if you're going to challenge it, you have challenged.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So we're
I hate
going.
to do this, but
I feel good about it.
We're going. All right, we're going back. We'll go.
No.
Good call, Witt. Good call, cuz.
Sorry, but I got to do it.
Challenge again, and we'll be right back.
You're not going to win this one.
Do you actually remember that R2D? It was during Shmi's funeral.
I believe C-3PO was at the funeral also.
Oh, okay. So you froze. That was interesting.
I froze?
Yeah.
While drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Because both you and your computer, your screen that you're sharing froze. And I was like, okay.
Well, I'm going to call it a night there, guys. Y'all have a good night.
I'm a Star Wars master. I don't know what to say. Moving on.
We haven't gotten to round 2 yet.
Feel free to still donate.
Again, at this point, I believe any donations from this will be coming from the replays, watching on the replay later. So those of you who are tuning into this at a later date, remember we have until Friday night at 11:59 p.m. Central Time to donate to streamlabs.com/cinefanatics. All proceeds
coming back.
go to Breonna Taylor's
All right.
GoFundMe.
Here we go. So now we bring in both Mollie, Damon, Adam Witt. So we spoke to the writer who watched this scene last night when he wrote the questions. C-3PO was there the entire time. R2D2 is not there, and then he interrupts. So R2D2 does interrupt. R2D2 is the correct answer. Mollie, Damon keeps the point.
I didn't have enough time to change.
So happy. And there was much rejoicing.
But it was a good challenge, and the writers have again confirmed it. So
and
there
the
we go.
peasants
So
rejoice.
now we get to our next question. Here we go.
Okay.
And the question was asked a long time ago. All right. So let's not have that conversation all over again. So let's let everybody know that questions from previous seasons can appear in this match. So
We're all good, Christian. We're all clear now. We're all fine here now.
Funeral meeting burying her in his stepdad's backyard. Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
Mollie, even if something's correct, please challenge
Right next
it.
to where Ray buried the
So
lightsabers.
we can overrule. Here we go. All right, next question. I'm kidding. That question was R2D2 was the answer. All right, here we go. Next question. The Last Jedi. What color is the plume blum lapel of the master codebreaker that Maz sends Finn and Rose to find? What color is the plume bloom lapel of the master codebreaker that Maz sends Finn and Rose to find?
I'm going to challenge that, Christian. It's plum bloom.
Whatever.
There you go.
There.
Mollie was ready to challenge that too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mollie.
Red.
Yes, and Adam.
Red.
It is true. Somehow,
Red.
guys, this is a longer match than the previous match. All right, here we go. So we're in round 1. All right, here we go. Mark, last question in this round.
Really? Okay, this is your last question in round number 1, and it's in the category of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And the question, what kind of creatures do we see stormtroopers ride on Tatooine in A New Hope?
Feel like I said this earlier.
And then the announcers rest. Can't hear there we go.
What is the
and 5,
the dragon thing?
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Adam.
You back.
Yes. And Mollie.
Dewbacks.
Yes. Okay.
Dewback.
So at the end of that round,
Dewbacks.
we got there, ladies and gentlemen. It is now 9-7, 9-7, as we find ourselves with Mollie Damon missing
Thank
one.
the Lord, my
2
pen is
points
almost done.
here over
Yeah.
Adam Witt. So now we will drop out Adam for a moment,
Ooh.
and we're going to read the rules first around number 2. Mark, how does it go?
That's right. Round number 2 in
I'll be
which
perfectly
these
honest.
suspects
At the
still
end of
have
round
one
1, we heard,
challenge to
and
do,
you're a
and
winner.
they also
Like,
get
we're
first
good.
spin at the wheel. If that's what they want to elect to do, you can also
Yeah,
defer
you know.
to your opponent. Once you do finally settle on a wheel category, you're going to be asked 5 questions in that world. Each question's worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, feel free to ask us multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, your usages of the JTE rules still remain. So, Christian, it's really Mollie's game at this point. Does she want to go ahead and spin or defer?
Yeah, what's the score
to
at?
Adam, the Razor /
7-9.
Razor?
That's right.
Mollie
They
and
showed it
Sam,
earlier.
how y'all feeling?
Well, we're going to give you guys 60 seconds to talk it out here, Sam, starting now.
60 whole seconds. Oh, we got 60 seconds. We can kick back and relax.
You can talk about
I wanna tell
anything.
you how proud I am of you for maintaining your composure. That was what I will certainly go down in history as one of the most controversial first rounds of any match we've ever had. But you handle it like a pro.
Mollie
I'm
strikes me
very
as like one of
glad that our
the
challenges
cooler
are
headest
held.
people I've
I
ever seen.
respect the other side for making that
She
challenge.
just
in the
seems
middle,
chill.
And as it
Like
turned
nothing-
out,
nothing really
it would've
gets
gone
to her.
Either way, either both of you would have been correct, or both of you would have been incorrect.
I would say the same for
and,
Alex
they're out of
also,
challenges,
actually.
So no more worries about them challenging any of your answers.
I feel like a
From
meteor storm could hit
let you know
outside of
what
their
they
house
got.
and they'll
As far
both be
as
like,
this one,
all
what do you
right,
wanna do with
want to put
round
on Star Wars?
I will defer.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Let's watch Star Wars.
All right, so thank you.
Star Wars is
Mollie
happening outside.
and
Let's
Sam,
watch
We're gonna
it
drop
here.
You guys out there, and we will bring back both the.
By the way, y'all, the world's gone to heck fire. Let's talk about Rogue One.
We have one challenge,
Yeah.
by the way. Count Dickie Doku got it wrong.
No,
no, you lost the
No,
challenge.
because we were given back a challenge.
Yeah, then you lost it.
How's
No,
that?
no, he's right.
I have 3. I used 2.
You challenges? You only have one challenge.
Not in a Star Wars match. I'm using Jedi mind tricks on YouTube.
You realize what the idiocy that you were talking about halfway through that statement. All right, so I'm going to give you 60 seconds to talk to your competitor. Go.
Wait.
Yeah, Kaiser.
You're in the dungeon now. You're not in some flophouse faction. So you need to go out there and cut this lady down. She's got good knowledge, but she's not you. She hasn't been watching these movies for decades. Let's go. Go with wisdom. Go with your heart. Take a breath. This is your game.
All right. All right. So let's now bring that wheel up.
Cap on your marker.
Here's the wheel. Here's the spin. Here it is.
And here we go, round and round. Chris Barnes, UK, that was definitely an intentional pun for Mollie's game.
Last Jedi. Last Jedi. Are you going to stick with The Last Jedi? Or you're going to spin away again. 60 seconds to discuss it here, starting now.
I'll spin again just to see if I get some. Yeah, spin again.
All right.
Call,
Now
good
taking
call,
this
good
up.
call.
Here we go. Takes the spin.
It gets so
Whatever
low.
it is here, we're going to bring Mollie back.
That's right. No opponents.
Can't
no
answer questions from
spinners
solo.
choice
I've only
lurking
seen
on
it
the wheel
once.
today, and it looks like it's going to be
Revenge of the Sith.
I would take it.
All right, Revenge of the Sith. We're going to drop Kaiser out. We're going to bring Mollie back. Okay, so again, please, Mollie and Adam, make sure that you have your hands visible during this entire round, please. Thank you.
I
As
don't-
we asked
I don't-
questions. There's going to be
I don't know what to do with my hands.
questions
You got to keep
in
your hands up. Playing
I don't know what to do with my hands.
for
What do I do with my
Adam
hands?
Witt here. Remember, Mollie can steal in this round should she have the opportunity. All right, Adam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here you go. In Revenge of the Sith, how many times did Obi-Wan say Anakin had actually saved his life? As there was one instance that he didn't count.
9.
Correct.
Yeah.
2 points.
And he fell in that pit
All
of Gundarks.
That one does not count.
How does Mace Windu disarm Palpatine during their duel?
Reflecting the electricity back at him.
How does he disarm him? Because Palpatine had a laser sword thingy too.
Lightsaber.
4,
Wow.
3.
Repeat the question.
Just
First one.
testing you.
How does Mace Windu disarm Palpatine
As a
during
team,
their
that
duel?
might come up at some point. I want to make sure you know.
He uses the Force. Push.
Multiple choice.
A, a force push. B, a punch to the gut.
No.
C, he shatters Palpatine's lightsaber. Or
No.
D, a kick to the face.
He kicked him in the nards.
Could be a kick to the face, actually. I think it's a Force push, though.
Kicked him in the nards. That would have been funny.
It's got
Force push.
That's incorrect, Mollie. The choices
Kick to the
are
face.
A, force push.
He's
B,
got a
punch
big
to the
robe.
gut.
You're not
C,
getting a
he
nard
shatters
kick there.
Palpatine's lightsaber. Or D, kick to the face.
It's late. I'm tired.
Looking for a kick to the face. Kick to the
I don't
face.
remember simple things like
The answer
lightsaber.
is kick to
In the
All right?
face.
So here is question number 3. In Revenge of the Sith, what did Obi-Wan say to Anakin that he was not brave enough for?
Bungee jumping.
No. Laser sword
Politics.
thingies.
For 2 more points. That's correct. All right. Here you go. Which Jedi was seen killed on Felucia during Order 66?
Ayla Secura.
Yeah. Speaking of Ayla Secura.
Yep.
Ayala Secura.
For 2 points.
That's another way to say it.
However the
Adam
frick you
Witt.
pronounce it.
So far, that is question number 4.
Inya
He's got
Secula.
a 4-point lead over Damon right now,
Yeah.
Christian.
That's
Yeah.
right. All right, here's your final
Say it
question.
away, say it away.
In Anakin's conversation with Yoda, what does Yoda tell him leads to jealousy, the shadow of greed?
Well, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to Funyuns. Funyuns leads to binge eating.
No. Weed leads to Funyuns. Funyuns then lead to binge.
Oh, that's right. Well, we live in Texas. We haven't
3.
reached that
Multiple
yet.
choice.
Is it A, fear, B, anger, C, love, D, attachment?
Attachment.
Attachment.
For 1 point. All right.
Attachment leads to
So
jealousy
we see
because that's a real life
ourselves there
thing.
As Adam now hits
Attachment
that
is capable
question,
of leading
she's
to
able
jealousy.
5-point lead. It is now 14-9. So Mollie Damon now will have her opportunity to throw.
Hang in
Adam
there,
Witt out
camshaft.
in the,
Hang
waiting
in
room as we
there.
Bring
You
back
can do it.
Sam
I feel like
Levine,
we're almost there,
who will
maybe.
have 60 seconds to talk
Maybe.
to his competitor.
No, we still have like another 58 challenges we got to go through.
What you got to do, only 5-point deficit. If you need multiple, don't be afraid to go for it. Much less of a gap. to
Ooh,
close.
5-point deficit for Molly.
You got this.
That's not bad.
All right, here we go. So bring the
She
wheel
could.
up.
I mean, that's after round 2.
right.
Yeah, she's gonna come back from that.
There we go. Cool. And now we go with the spin. Here we go.
Oh, man. Video Drew throwing that pizza emoji up, making me hungry, Christian.
Yeah, I could go for some pizza. All right, here is the
Lando Frito Lay, and some of our
Oh,
friends.
mixed bag, I believe it is.
Plano, Texas.
back.
Plano, Texas.
Respin. Here it is.
Oh, mixed bag? Yeah, no.
Seems like
Nope.
Molly wants to know what she's walking into here, okay?
If it's mixed bag, do you throw Star Trek questions in there just to keep them on their toes?
No, Back to the Future.
Sometimes on Weekend at Bernie's.
And Spaceballs.
Nice. Space.
Revenge of the Sith we had already, so it'll be one more spin for Mollie Damon.
Here's the thing: like, would you actually include
What is
Spaceballs
the
in this?
combination to Dark Helmet's luggage?
I mean, yeah, because that's just straight
Actually, no, it's
Star
President
Wars.
Scrooge's luggage.
Solo.
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 No, mixed bag. I would
All
put the
so Mollie
Ewok
Damon
Adventure.
as Solo. All right, Sam, I'm going to drop you out there. Bring back Adam Witt in a moment here. And here we go. All right, so 5 questions.
Christmas
Mark,
special.
for Solo Star Wars story for Mollie Damon.
That's right, Molly. 5
The
questions in the
Arthur
world of Solo
in
a
a
Star
Star
Wars story,
Wars.
brought to you by Denny's. Your first of 5 question, worth 2 points, unless you need multiple choice. What is the name of the precious hyperdrive fuel that Han continues trying to smuggle throughout the film?
Unobtainium.
Axiom.
It is, and it is a pretty penny to get some of
That-
that. 2 points for Molly.
Avatar.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
All right. Next up, what does Han tell Lando his father did for a living?
Some man whore. I don't know.
Really?
Deuce Bigelow.
Multiple choice.
I can provide that for 1 point. Is it A, he was an Imperial officer? B, he was a smuggler? C, he worked in a CEC plant? D, he was a navigator on a spice freighter?
Last one.
C.
Yes, it is.
Second to
Brilliant
last one.
Engineering
Oh, that's sweet.
Corporation.
Yeah, good job.
Pension with them.
All right, so now
I know my Star Wars.
we have question number 3.
Yep.
Not Solo though.
That is right. And this could be for the tie if Molly's able to get it right off the bat.
Can't stand Solo.
Molly, who kills Dryden Voss at the end of the film?
Woody Harrelson.
Beckett. Yeah.
Beckett.
I'm ashamed to
5.
get
Oh,
any
I'm
of these
blanking.
questions
Multiple
right.
choice.
Is it A, Han, B, Beckett, C, Kira, or D, Chewie?
Here's a list of
Kira.
people that were in this movie.
For 1 point, and
Yeah.
Molly is within
No, it's
one of
here's a
which
list of all the
lead with
characters
2
that were in that
questions
room when
left.
that scene happened.
In
Yeah.
round number 2, Molly, here we go with your penultimate question in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Warwick Davis reprises his role as what character from The Phantom Menace in Solo?
Weasel.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 points, and we have a new leader atop
Who's
the board,
the-
Christian. That is
Oh,
Molly
he was
Damon,
in the
now
audience with
defeating
Watto.
Adam Witt by a point, but we still have one
Yeah.
question
Was that his
remaining.
character's name,
Deal
Weasel?
still in play. Molly, last question before we get to round 3.
I was
On
like,
what
Wicked.
planet do Han and crew attempt a rail crawler conveyance transport robbery for coaxium?
I don't remember what planet that was.
Vandor.
Almost got that out clean. Yes, it is for 2 points.
I'm
And
very
Christian,
glad
it
that
is
we
now
keep
a
talking every time they give the
3-point
right
game
answer.
in favor
So
of
I have
Molly
no idea what
Damon
it is.
as we go into round number 3.
It was a big round there. Big round, 17-14. Both competitors using multiple choice, fighting tough. Molly
Still won't know until I watch Solo again, which
as she makes it into round number 3. But Adam Witt not making it easy here as we see ourselves 17.
Look at that.
I mean, a 3-point lead.
Has the lead. All right, Mark. So we get to round number
It's all right,
3.
but
How's
it
that
doesn't
going?
win a game.
Match has already seen my reputation as a one-take wonder felled. Now let's see who falls in.
Especially when we know Adam Witt can pull a 5-pointer out of nowhere.
Round number 3.
Yeah.
Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of Star Wars movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Your first question is worth 2
We
points.
need to
Next,
up the stakes on this match. If Adam Witt wins, then he ends up becoming the wife.
Molly, since you currently
Alex Damon.
have a 3-point lead,
Should
you're
be
going to give us
illegal.
your 3 preferred numbers from 1 to 20.
Adam
first,
Damon?
and then we'll get Adam's choice.
I mean,
And not
it
Alex
doesn't
Witt.
roll off the tongue, but
Okay, I'll go with
That's a
17, 1,
Very
and
unique
9.
situation. You
17, 1, and 9
Got it
for
there.
Molly and Adam.
the winner of this match gets
19.
Alex Damon's hand.
7 and 2. Oh, did she take 7?
No, she took 17.
7 and
It's
2.
late at night.
19, 7, and 2.
We're not playing for a
Adam
belt.
Witt. And
For
7,
these
right,
ideas
so we're
can
gonna
all
bring
be
back the
winners.
managers here. So when the managers will be back
What's
here,
your
we're gonna
excuse during the day?
Shut up.
Sam can speak to Molly first for 60 seconds. Sam, go ahead.
Molly, you absolutely crushed it. You played perfect strategy in round 2, utilizing the much smaller points gap. You made all of those multiple choices work for you. You didn't miss anything. I'm so proud of you. Right now, you have a 3-point lead, which is great because Adam is going to have to answer 2 of his 3 questions to regain the lead. So that puts you in a really good spot. I feel very good. I know you do. Hang in there.
All right. Thank you, Sam. And Kaiser, you have 60 seconds starting now.
Wait, you take your time, man. You take a breath. This is yours. The good news is if Molly loses, she still gets a puppy out of this. Obviously, Sam, is probably going to drop by with a gift bag or something. You're either going to walk home a winner or loser. So I want to see you do this for the dungeon, baby. You got this.
All right, thank you to both Kaiser and Sam. Appreciate it there. Again, guys, same thing. Make sure hands are up during this
What kind of
round.
puppy, though?
Sam is correct.
Is it a corgi?
Adam Witt will start here. Adam chose category 19.
Take the corgi pup.
For his first question here. Category 19. All right, Adam.
I don't think Lola wants a puppy.
You chose creatures and aliens for your first one.
Ooh.
Okay. Here you go. Here is your first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready
All right, here you go.
for the trials.
What species
For the trials.
is Sebulba?
Doug.
A Doug.
2 points.
A dog.
Yeah, the Doug. Yeah. 2 points. All right. So now you got to hit your 3-pointer.
He's in love with Patty.
And
Mayonnaise.
here is the question. Chose category 7. Category 7. Force Awakens. All right, here you go. Captain Phasma orders Finn to submit his blaster for what?
Inspection.
Yeah. Because it was faulty. It didn't fire when he was told to.
Inspection.
It's correct. 3 points. Big pull there for
Ooh.
Adam Witt as he finds himself now 19, 17. He has a lead, Mark. Now it bounces back to Mollie Damon, who has to hit her 2-pointer in order to tie the game. She chose category 17.
She did, Christian, and that corresponds to episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Mollie Damon for the tie. Early in her round number 3. Mollie, what deceased Jedi Master was revealed to have secretly ordered the creation of the clone army?
Sifo Dyas.
We're tied, Christian. That is correct.
We are tied, and Mollie will have an opportunity to hit her 3-pointer and retake the lead here. Mark, she chose category number 1 for the potential lead.
All right. For a 3-point lead, Mollie, that's what's on the table currently. Your 3-point question is in the category of Who Said It? Star Wars quotes. And your query therein. What villain said, I grow tired of asking this, so it will be the last time?
Grievous?
Vader?
Five.
Repeat.
4.
Tarkin.
In the category of Who Said It?
Yeah.
What villain said, I grow tired of asking this, so it will be the last time?
That sounds more like Tarkin. Yeah.
Five. 4.
Vader.
That is incorrect. It was actually Grand Moff Tarkin looking for the rebel base with that quote.
All right. So
It's on
with
Dan
that,
Sweet.
we're going to now bounce to Adam Witt, who will get an opportunity to hit his 5 and take the lead here should he hit this question. He chose category number 2, Adam. Category number 2, the Phantom Menace. Back to Phantom Menace. Here we go. Who is introduced as a 2-time winner of the Boonta Eve Classic before the race begins?
Sebulba?
That would be the obvious pick, though. And it's a 5-pointer.
Ben Quachineros.
No.
He's lost
5.
his power couplings.
All right, here is your second one.
It's
All right. Who is introduced as a 2-time winner of the
I'm
Boonta
going
Eve
to
Classic?
go on a limb and say
before the
Odie
race
Mandrell.
begins?
Yeah, because we don't know anyone else's name.
Gasgano. Team Topagales.
5.
Oh, good Lord.
4. 3. 2.
Repeat the question.
I think it is Sebulba.
I'm going with Odie Mandrell.
Who
It's a 5-pointer.
is
It's no way it's
introduced as a
Sebulba.
2-time winner of the Boonta Eve Classic before the race begins?
But that's what made the clash between Sebulba and Anakin. So
Team Topagales.
It's incorrect. Looking for Bowles Ruhr. Bowles.
we're
Ruhr.
all wrong.
All right. So Mollie
Who the
now
heck is
has the
that?
opportunity to win the game. Should she hit this? If she misses, we're in another sudden death, my friend.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
all right. So Mollie Damon for her last one has category number 9.
That's right, Christian. And 9 corresponds to the wild, wacky, scary world of Star Wars villains. Villains is your category, Mollie, and for 5 points and the win to advance in
Tarkin.
the tournament. Your question is, before becoming Darth Tyrannus, Dooku left the Jedi Order and reclaimed his birthright of Count for which planet?
What? What?
Sereno.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Magic Mollie Damon. Mollie Damon.
What planet is that?
Big shot at the end takes us out. What a shot there as she hits it.
High-fived
Oh
Alex.
my goodness. What a shot by Damon hitting the big 5-pointer. Nails it. And Mark, we see the advancement. We're getting Damon versus Dimalanta. Oh my goodness. But
Ooh.
man, what a match it was. Witt scrapping to the very end. Mollie, Damon, I thought we were going to sudden death. But we're not. Wow. All right, look.
Wow,
so
wow,
I'm going
wow.
to
Wow,
just for
wow,
the
wow,
moment,
wow,
put
wow, wow.
Kaiser and Witt
Wow,
in
wow, wow.
the waiting room. We'll bring you guys in just a second. Sam, I know you had no idea if that was right. Because and so as you're watching on the side there, and you hear her shout that out, it's got to be that feel. I saw you. I mean, it was just an amazing pull.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to challenge if you'd marked it wrong on nothing. I would have just challenged the challenge at that point. What do we have left to lose? But that was I mean, am so proud of Mollie.
I mean,
Not
given
just
the
for this
last
but
match,
all the work that she's put in, what she accomplished today, what I know she knows is ahead of her, and
all of a sudden Sam made a really good deal
in every other match. Now
picking her up and not necessarily operating off of
knows
Knapsack.
how sweet it is.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play. We haven't seen
Get
Knapsack
it
play
in there,
yet.
Christian.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Well, Mollie, let's
Way to
talk
go,
about
Mollie.
that.
You played like a veteran.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, feels pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. So Mollie, look, this is a lot different than the first match. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel in the first match when you missed a couple, you let it get to you, and it seemed like he was like, and then even before when you said, "Oh, I blanked," and this time it seemed like you didn't let that overtake you. You
I do want
Witt
Witt to get some stuff because I want.
Is that what happened? It seemed like
I want to see more
happened.
of Witt.
How did you pull that last question?
I just really enjoy having
Honestly,
conversations
I can't
with the
even
guy. So
remember
I'm
that
always on
the
board to
answer
see more of
that
him.
Last question in the movie, I know it from Clone Wars, but my first match was live, and
There's a part of me that really wants to see
forgot
a Damon
I could
versus
do
Damon
multiple
finale, though.
choice, on one of my questions.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think at some point in that
Yeah.
match. Also, I
Damon
just
versus
didn't really
Damon.
study as
Winner
much,
sleeps on the couch.
But yeah, I studied hard for this one, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Pretty much.
Expect the
Did
study
you
to
actually
kick into high
win that
gear
match?
now. So Sam, Mollie, whoever wants to take this question can. Now you know what's looking in front of you, and that is who we just
Mollie
saw
Damon
in
won.
the previous match potentially. So
Yeah, I know.
what are your feelings? Is it time to start prepping? For
Cat's
your
like
next match, or is it
bedtime.
time
Come
to
on.
Rest? Do we celebrate a little bit? What's the strategy here?
She's like, I need midnight snack,
I'll
and you
take
need
a
to go to
break.
bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking pretty heavily. I don't know what you guys think. We don't have to play the match right now, so it's time to celebrate. Then we go back to work.
Yes.
Unbelievable. So, Sam, this is a massive, massive victory here
Wow.
for you guys because now we see ourselves, as we talked about before, the usual suspects now, 7 points. You're out of the cellar. You're way
And
out
corruption's
of the cellar.
back
You're now
down
in
to
number
8 again.
4, behind Swag, the Den, and Finstock Exchange. You're
Look
looking
how
up
high
there,
Usual
and
Suspects
you come
is.
right around the corner.
Yeah, look at that. Highest amount of points with fewest amount of matches. That's got to be a record.
You got to be feeling
fact,
good
it
about
is.
that. You got to be
That's
feeling
an-
good about that going in, and now you have these
Yeah,
IG
I
matches.
swear,
you
this
have
the last half of this year
and
is
now
going to
this
get
match,
insane.
though. I mean, did you guys get an opportunity to watch the match that just happened between Dimalanta and Scrimshaw, Sam?
I did, and that's I'm thrilled that I did because I that's why I felt very confident in our challenge of the 1,000 years. And I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I feel like anytime a challenge gets made and it maybe goes against you, even the strongest player can get a little rattled.
Agreed. And now we have, so Mollie, you are playing Dimalanta. It is going to be a match that there's been talk of the Dimalanta Damon match for a while, but now it is Dimalanta Mollie Damon here. Are you excited about it? How do you feel?
I did not watch the match.
Okay.
I was just kind of chilling out before this,
See.
so I'm gonna go
Just
watch
chilling.
that match now.
Just
after
chilling.
This. But I feel really good, honestly.
Well, you earned it. It was a great match. We're going to bring you guys in just a little bit. Here's how it sizes up right now. Mollie Damon faces Andrew Dimalanta. That will happen on the 24th of June.
Who do we got
Laura
for that
Kelly
one?
will await the winner of Ken Knapsack versus Andres Ace.
Look how the two
Ferreira.
matches went.
That
I got
happens
Dimalanta.
next week. Sam,
Perfect
former
match.
member
Perfect round.
in Ken
Perfect game.
Knapsack there. Do you think that Ken's gonna be battling through here, or who do you expect? I know you expect Mollie to make the finals. We know that. Who do you expect Mollie to play in the finals?
If she's not playing Ken, then something went wrong.
Fair enough. All right, look, we're going to throw you guys just to the side for a second here. We'll see you in just a second when the patrons have an opportunity to ask you some questions. So thank you to both Mollie and to Sam. All right, guys, so remember, we're going to send the link out. We're going to send the link out to patrons. You want to be part of this stream, head on over to patreon.com/.
So you got Kaiser's in last place right
Join
now
at the
with
$10
the
level.
dungeon,
You can
but
join
that's
and
going to
ask
change
questions to
because
both,
you've got Parker in the
Sam
Intergeekdom.
and Mollie Damon in just a moment. But we're bringing back Kaiser, Adam Witt. Guys, listen.
He's not going to stay in last
Adam,
place for
you've
long.
proven it once again, though, man.
No.
You sat there, you scrapped, you had a battle. And did you know that planet question at the end there, the 5-pointer?
No, that was a Dalte Dauphine sized question. I thought,
He's going to live on that one
never
forever.
even heard that term or found it.
I mean, I would too.
Like that. That's
Yeah.
you were going. Clone Wars makes sense. There's a lot of deficits in my Clone Wars.
You thought you were going to sudden death.
Yeah, that was very exciting. It's not now.
Fair enough. Kaiser, look, it's got to be disappointing. Obviously, you guys are in last place at the moment. However,
That's just paperwork. I don't pay attention to Excel spreadsheets. We'll see where I finish.
Parker hasn't played. Zipper hasn't played. So
Yep, Parker
those
and
are
Zipper and
matches
both in
coming up
IG.
around the corner.
Could
You got to be proud of the
throw
way
some
that
solid
the
points
Razor
on
played
the
here today
on the table
against,
for him.
Mollie Damon.
This is a game that comes down to 5-point questions often, and especially when you've got two giants playing each other, and that's what we saw today. They traded blows. It came down to a 5, and she got it. Obviously, she's training hard with her, with the husband and everything, and I'm sure, she's going to do good in this tournament. I got a feeling she's going to play well. That said, I don't think Sam has proved anything as a manager. All he's proved is that he knew how to make a good trade. I'll give him that.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
That's all on her. He didn't really do
I'm not
anything
worried at
for
all
her.
about Kaiser being in last
Witt,
place. That's
it's
not
gonna-
going to be a
it's
thing.
Thank God now we can stop
It's gonna
watching
last.
Star Wars movies, at least the ones pre.
Put
George
corruption
Lucas
back there.
Kazdan, and can go watch Star Wars.
Shannon
movies for
ignored
fun,
us,
get this guy
therefore
ready for a team
corruption can
tournament
sit
later
in last
the year,
place.
Maybe singles. Witt is a very talented man. He can play in multiple divisions. And
Don't bite the hand that reacts to you.
today, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a
That's
win
how
down
the saying
the road
goes.
for him somewhere else.
Somewhere.
So.
That's the question for Adam is where do you go from here mentally? What do you start preparing for? What are you in the Schmoedown? What are you kind of tilting your tractor beam towards, as it were?
Well, I hear there's a singles tournament coming up. I'd love to get into singles because I've been when you study, you study. You're watching movies and you're kind of noting you watch them with the Schmoedown goggles, so that and so now watching Star Wars with the Schmoedown goggles, I'm kind of excited to get back to other movies and stuff to just go and things I think will pop out more. It's it's good training for Schmoedown in general. This studying for Star Wars. I just like Star Wars more than almost everything.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you in here, man. I know. I mean, speaking off of it, we've talked many times about in general that how you've been when you and Paul kind of came into this league together, and how passionate you guys are about it, and how much energy and that you've given to it. And I know that you want to do more, and I think that we'll see a lot more of you. So thank you for joining us here today.
One last thing I'd like to add. I don't think anybody's pointed out that Harloff, you kind of look like the manager of a strip joint on Tatooine.
Perfect time for that button, Christian.
I just have one last thing to see. I'm not going to challenge now, but just a replay because I swore I heard someone go and say the answer in the background. So I just checked that on there, but I'm not accusing anybody of cheating. But I swear I just heard maybe an Alex Damon going in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, considering she has those headphones on plugged in too, very guaranteed probably not going to be able to even hear what the hell we were saying in the first place.
The old cough technique.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Adam. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So, Adam and Kaiser, please just get the hell
He
out of my
literally
way. You
just
guys
shut off Kaiser. It is not
jump
going
off
back.
The stream
That
too,
is
because we're going to be
awesome.
asking patrons to join here.
Like,
Patrons
nope,
are gonna be
that
coming
joke's not happening.
In just a moment.
That's funny.
And let's have. We're excited. So let's bring in both.
All right.
The manager of the.
Okay.
Now she's baiting baby carrots over there with the Coors Light. So.
Yep. Well, I mean, there you have it. Double header. We made it through it. All those challenges and sudden deaths later.
And I feel like we've all become better people because of it.
Star Wars is about the questions you find along the way.
Yeah, it's not so much the journey as it is the journey
to get to the journey. Yeah. Camshaft's leaving night, guys. OMG, you are a beast. Well, thank you. And great to chat with you, Eric. Yeah. It's great to have Eric in the chat. Great to have Camshaft in the chat. Great to have everybody who was in the chat. Thank you guys so much for jumping in there and hanging out with us. It's late. It is late.
It is late. So we got a couple more things to cover real quick before we put the kibosh on this. We got, look at that. Here you go. You got Saul in the chat.
What? Saul?
We got Saul in our chat. Thank you.
Saul.
Thank you, Saul, for joining us. Yeah, that's awesome.
Saul has blessed us with his presence.
Might have to go fix that IG bracket real quick.
Well,
maybe. Or maybe not. Who knows? Ooh.
We'll get there when we get there on Friday, but let's just say there's what the heart wants. The heart wants what it wants, and the heart wants Saul to win that match so badly.
The heart wants bacon because I love bacon.
The heart doesn't want bacon for long because bacon will cause the heart to stop. Anyway, no, this was great. These were both fantastic matches. Really enjoyed both of them, especially the first one. I mean, you asked the question like we're looking into going into the semifinals now. I know Ken still has to face off against Ace, and we'll see that here pretty soon. But we're going into the semifinals now, and we're going to see Mollie Damon versus Andrew Dimalanta. Yep, bring up the bracket there.
I've already fixed it.
Outside of Sullivan losing, we've been pretty accurate so far, it looks like.
So we just need to see Knapsack taking on Cabrera.
Yep.
And then if it goes as planned here, we've got Knapsack taking on Laura Kelly.
Yep.
And then whoever wins that takes on Dimalanta.
Ooh, the rest of the Star Wars tournament is...
Sorry, back up. Whoever wins that takes on the winner of Damon versus Dimalanta. But yeah.
This is gonna be a really good tournament here the rest of the way. I do wish that Sean won that match though. Just we got some love for the Den also, so this is why we also welcome Saul in our chat. Anyway, so you asked the question. We got Mollie versus Dimalanta. Who do we think is going to win that one? And I think, the answer's got to be Dimalanta. You look at that situation. You look at how Mollie played tonight. You look at how Dimalanta played. Dimalanta had a perfect game. You know, you can sit here and say all day that you want to see a Damon versus Damon for the belt, and that would be amazing. I would love to see a Star Wars explained Civil War, as it were, but you can't look past Dimalanta at this point, especially after a perfect game like that, and knowing how to utilize that challenge at the end. That is gameplay. That is knowledge. That is how you win tournaments. And I can't bet against him for that on that side.
And again, I will still say that was one of the best challenges probably ever done in the entire Schmoedown.
So smart.
Yeah. The thing is I feel like that could possibly maybe set some kind of precedence, and I hope it doesn't become like this because it's going to kill it real quick. But just when it comes down to that final question and Harloff or whoever is on the table starts screaming, and your winner, what would happen if just every single person just like challenge? I just want to throw the challenge out there just in case.
You don't, once he screams and your winner, I don't think you...
No, they've done it.
Unless
they've challenged it.
Unless you're a Matt Atchity and you're challenging your own win, in which case
I feel like there was another one where they actually did challenge after the fact.
Maybe it's going to be kind of hard to remember at almost 2:00 in the morning, but hey, what it is. Necronic says saving that challenge was solid strategy. That would have just given him a lead, but if he used it early, but in sudden death, it becomes a silver bullet. Yeah, for sure. That showed off that Andrew Dimalanta knows what he's doing when it comes to gameplay, And he also says team action versus Shire Wolves.
I'm guessing that's one of them where they did the challenge like after the winner.
That would have been action challenging the Shire Wolves' win.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing with those challenges, because you don't see, like, I would say, mistakes in the question writing that often. And so is that the thing where you might maybe possibly have something you could challenge during the match? Do you pass on that in the hopes that maybe that final question you could challenge and then pull that win in the clutch like that? Like,
maybe.
Yeah. That
you said you don't see that many mistakes in the question writing. It isn't so much that there is mistakes as much as just different ways that, in the context of how the questions are written, you can take answers in different ways. You know, a lot of times questions lean more heavily upon what did they actually say or do within the movie versus what do we all just know as the answer. Take, for example, Luke versus Luke's hatred. Yes, it's in the general, it's Luke who could beat Vader, but specifically it's his actual hatred that does it. It's not just, like you said, Luke being all happy and cheerful wasn't going to kill Vader. Luke having a serious hunger pang and wanting to go get some pizza, that's not going to kill Vader. Luke having hatred for Vader is what would do it. So the writing isn't so much like bad writing, it's how many different ways could we possibly take this given what we have in context. So a lot of fun stuff there.
Yeah. A lot of fun in the chat too, where we got like Solace apparently trying to get Cam Franklin and Camshaft to meet.
I wonder how that would work out. Well, I think Cam Franklin and Camshaft should do a reaction show.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be awesome.
No one's tried that yet.
What, a reaction with yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be kind of weird.
Star Wars is just tough. Every competitor knows the details to the exact quote, so it's all under stronger scrutiny. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Oh my gosh, Nerd Chronic with the
yes
there.
Cam and Cam on Cam.
Come on, Cam.
You know, here's the thing. That's a YouTube channel. That's a YouTube channel just waiting to be created right there.
Right there, ripe for the picking for you. You gotta jump on that before someone else named Cam takes it.
And I will throw my hat in. I will do the thumbnails for that, like, easily. Like I do thumbnails for a couple of people. I will do the thumbnails for the Cam and Cam on Cam. That's awesome. Anyways, yeah, so that's gonna do it for the Schmoedown reactions. So as we always say at the end of doing Schmoedown reactions, go to the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe over there. Go over to their twitch.tv channel. Make sure you follow them. Get the subscription to them. I believe is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think the basic subscription is about $5 for a month. So you jump on there, get a sub. You get to watch the live matches. At that point, you get to do it ad free. So you don't want an advertisement popping up, especially when you're watching a double header like this. You don't want an advertisement popping up right in the middle of like a key question that you're like, who won the match? And then it comes back from the ad and it's like, oh, I guess they won. I missed it.
I don't know who won the match. Manscaped 3.0.
Right? Well, I mean, so that's you want to go over to Twitch. You want to support them. Definitely follow them over there, but really consider if you can do so, giving them a sub on Twitch also. It really helps them out too.
Yeah. As for us, make sure you follow us. Of course, you see our Twitter and Instagram down in the bottom there.
Definitely not this. This is Blue George Lucas. That's that.
Yeah.
That's not this.
Mine is Han Solo's evil twin from the Star Trek universe. Whatever. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Cinefanatics MLP.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big blue banner right there.
Big blue banner.
Follow us on that. That'd be fantastic. You can also join our Patreon. We are at patreon.com/Cinefanatics. Choose the tier that's right for you. The $10 tier, which is our highest tier as of right now, We do a monthly watch along where you can join us watching a movie. Last month we did Iron Man. This month we're going to be doing The Stuff. Take that banner off. Stuff. We will be doing The Stuff. Now I know this looks all kinds of weird and whatnot.
All that stuff.
It is a fantastic movie. It is like one of my favorite like B horror movies. It's just great.
You just use the word fantastic for that.
He has not seen this movie. He doesn't like horror movies.
Not gonna be fantastic.
We've talked him into watching this, and by we I mean like me and Tim Franco, who will be joining us on that watch along. So join at the $10 tier. And you'll be able to watch that watch along as well.
Again, I need to be very clear. The only reason I'm doing this watch along is because Tim Franco is going to be there, and I just want to hang out with him.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah. $10 tier, Patreon. Do it. Watch along. Yeah.
Also, as we've mentioned, we are still taking donations for Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe. So that will be running through tomorrow. I think at this point we might be leaning towards doing a live stream tomorrow. I mean Friday, because now it's Thursday. Whatever. On Friday. Yeah, I know. I'm losing track now.
That's true.
We are probably leaning, I guess, towards doing a live stream of Brandon Hanna versus Saul, their match. Also, so we can hopefully pull in some more donations. We were hoping to get some more tonight. Didn't quite hit what we were expecting, but if you're watching us on the replay, feel free to still donate. Streamlabs.com/Cinefanatics. All proceeds to that going straight to Breonna Taylor's GoFundMe.
Yep. That's again going to go to the end of Friday, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So you have until then to jump on that donation. Our goal right now is to get that to 300. We are currently at 138.27. So let's get that a little more than 150 to go, and we will get there, and we'll be able to send that off. So jump on that. I think we've pretty much covered everything. Oh yeah, Tuesdays. Those of you guys who've never been on one of our streams before, we stream Tuesday nights. Typically, it's 9:30 Central, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. It is for the tagline. I feel like you're trying to pull up a graphic there, but I'm not sure if you're actually doing that.
I was going to look to see if I had one available, but I don't. And my light that was pointing right at my face just went out. So
yeah, okay.
Apparently it's time for bed.
It's not there. Anyway, so tagline is our normal show that we do Tuesday nights. We talk about movie news. We talk about what movies that we've caught up on. We talk about Schmoedown stuff too. We answer your questions and what's happening. What are you doing?
Apparently hitting the wrong thing. Never mind. Keep on.
Anyway, so that's going to get. Dang it, Saul. Dang it, Saul. I got to be honest. I just looked up the obscure character's name, and when I saw it, it said Chairman. So that's on me.
Here's the thing: I do actually remember him being referred to as Baron Papadonia.
No, I will absolutely take it. It's Baron. I can't change it now, though.
If this is any indication as to Saul's skills going into Friday,
Hannah's in trouble.
It's gonna be good.
Hannah's in trouble. Hannah who? Anyway,
yeah.
So that's what was I saying? Oh, tagline. Yeah, Tuesday nights, 9:30 Central Time. That's where we do all our fun stuff. So come hang out with us. At least watch it on a replay if you can't catch it live, and then understand that you really love us and you want to watch it live. So then you show up live, and we'll all have happy times together on that show live.
Anyways,
it's late.
Yep. Time for bed. Thank y'all for joining us. We will see y'all on our next stream or watch any of our videos on this channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe down below. There's no subscribe above his head, as my normal joke is. So just hit subscribe down below. Hit that bell. You'll get notifications. And that's going to do it. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you for joining us, and we will see y'all later.
See ya.
Good night.